jet, play the bets. Talking cards, you know the rest. Super short prints, they collect the rarest cards. You got to set.
Ooh, oh boy. Feels good to be here.
Jeff's not used to drinking on a Friday.
No. Happy Friday. Welcome to Blabbin' About Slabbin' Live. Is this true that Filmington's in the house?
Yeah, I saw him. Saw him in the comments.
He must be celebrating all his recent sales and purchases.
I wish we all could be celebrating such fun things, but we're doing okay.
Yeah, we're doing okay. I just want to say a shout out to our friend Teapot, who's been in full meltdown mode with his Tigers, and now it seems like his one team, the Braves, is kind of, I don't know, icing out his other team, the Tigers. What's going on with that?
Yeah, I think our good buddy here, Michigan Cards and Graphs, is definitely living in a fantasy world. Yeah, look, if a Major League Baseball team, Jeff, allows Bryce Elder to throw 7 good innings against you, you don't belong in the playoffs. You just don't. I don't know what to say. The Tigers couldn't. If you can't beat Bryce Elder, what are we doing? Like what's any team doing out there?
It's been a little rough. It's been a little rough for the Tigers. Wow.
Yeah, it's one of those situations. It's similar to the Dodgers, but worse. Like the Tigers had a really good record, and what did ownership do at the trade deadline? They added Brandon Finnegan. That's not even his name.
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. You got to go for it when you can win it, Jeff.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Go for it when you can. Grind while the getting's good. Good evening, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Quite a week around here at my house, Chris. As you know,
it is Kyle Finnegan. I'm sorry. Thank you, SFO. I knew when I said it, that name was wrong.
It was some Finnegan's Wake.
Yeah.
Yeah, Guardians right up on their 6. Last time we couldn't blab on Thursday because of I actually had to work, so I had to wear a suit at work, and then I got to go to the Emmys this weekend, Chris, and I got to wear another suit. It's like 4 days in a row I was wearing a suit. That's unusual. Felt strange to be out of my Brewers t-shirts.
Yeah, I don't think the last time I saw you in a suit was your wedding.
Yeah. I had to go buy a new suit.
Yes. Yeah, we have some pictures if anyone's interested. Jeff looked great. I want to talk about, if you want to go ahead, Jeff, what were you going to
say? No, that's it. Brandon Finnegan hasn't pitched since 2018.
I mean, I feel like that's just a further indictment of the Tigers front office, Jeff. If their main acquisition is someone whose name I can't even get right.
Yeah.
I mean, come on, you got to do better than that.
Agreed. Okay. It's tough.
All right, but speaking of people that have to do better, Jeff, let's talk about tops for a split second. We brought this up like 2 weeks ago, but I have one in hand, and I'm so excited to own this that I just want to show this off for a minute. This is, of course, the Paul Blackburn 2023 Golden Mirror. I want to give a shout out to it's a pointless shout out though, because I didn't write down the eBay seller's name. I bought this card like a little over 2 weeks ago. Our last Thursday blabbing, we talked about it. And then I went on eBay and there was one for sale. It was listed for like $35. I sent an offer at $10 at like, we'll say 8:30 my time. Okay. At 8:32, my offer was accepted. At 8:34, I had a tracking number. That was Thursday night. Saturday morning, Jeff, this card arrived at my house. It was the fastest eBay transaction I've ever been a part of.
Somebody was very excited to get rid of that card.
Oh, yeah. They just drove it to my house.
And it's the stuff of legends.
Yep.
How does it feel to finally own that card that you've seen and talked about so often in the last couple of years?
It lives up to the hope and the excitement. It's awesome. So I've spoken to this gentleman named Bryce. who's a great guy. He's friends with Paul Blackburn. I'm going to get this in the mail to him tomorrow morning. And hopefully in about 2 weeks or so, this will come back to me with a nice Paul Blackburn signature. Maybe he can write on the card what he's looking at. I don't know.
Did you have any special requests for what pen to use?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'll have to ask around. I'm not super up. Emophobic. Anyone buying this card is overpaying. I don't think there's an appropriate price for it. But I am looking for, I don't know if anyone has a suggestion for an inscription. I would love to, I'm open to ideas.
Yeah, Shelly says you got to get an inscription. Where's he going to sign? It's going to have to be a crotch-tastic signature, I believe.
Oh, it's got to be. I'm thinking like a silver pen. Definitely like, chest to knees, chest to crotch, something like that.
Like as Bill Sox fan says, gold pen, gold and green color match.
Okay, that could work. But anyway, very excited to own this. Hopefully we'll get an auto in soon, and it'll be a good addition to the Blabbin catalog, as it were.
Yeah, congratulations on picking that up.
Worst baseball card ever. It would go really well with that Bob Hamelin from the 90s, Jeff.
Yeah. Yep. Curator has a very specific type of pen that you need.
Oh, yeah, the Stedler. Yes, that's... Yeah, I think
bet it costs more than the card, though.
Oh, for sure. Because you can't just buy one of those. You got to buy like a pack of 10. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Stedler Lumicolor. All right. Okay.
Get that down.
Woo. All right. Thank you. Appreciate that. I also wanted to take a minute, Jeff, if you don't mind. There's one thing universally that no one wants to listen to, and that is an adult complain about their fantasy sports team. But I need a minute to explain this situation because it's pretty entertaining. I was in the semifinals of my head-to-head league. It was the last 2 weeks, so it ended last week. And it's a 2-week thing. The way our league works is your roster locks as the playoffs start. So you can't add or drop once playoffs begins. You can move guys in and out of your lineup each week. But your roster is what it is. Okay. So leading into the playoffs, I picked up, someone dropped Drake Baldwin to get another pitcher. And I'm like, oh, Drake Baldwin. Like, this is a keeper league too. So I'm like, I'm excited. I add Drake Baldwin. And I'm like, I got my backup catcher. Will Smith is my catcher. He finally started hitting again. I'm like, if anything goes wrong, I got Drake Baldwin in my back pocket. As you know, Jeff, something did go wrong. Will Smith takes the ball right off his hand.
Yep,
we go into the second week of our matchup. We go to the second week of our matchup.
He didn't even go on the IL. He just didn't play for a week.
He just didn't play. And they were like, we don't know what we're going to do.
Yeah.
So going into that second week, I'm like, gosh, do I start Will Smith? No, I was like, no, this is what I have Drake Baldwin for this reason. That move, Jeff, is going to win me. It's going to be a deciding factor for me in this fantasy league. It's going to get me to the championship. That's how good a manager I am.
Right. Good GM.
So I put Drake Baldwin into my lineup, and I'm going to show you guys. Just, you never know what's going to happen in fantasy, Jeff, especially for fantasy baseball. It feels like it's just so unpredictable, right?
Of course.
So this year, starting on the September 8th, is the Monday of Drake Baldwin's week in my lineup. 1 for 4 with a run and an RBI. And then first, Will Smith played. He also went 1 for 4. Then went on the IL the next day. So that's it. That would have been his whole week. A 1 for 4. Then Drake Baldwin went on this 0 for 16 run here, which was a total 0 for 18, which was the longest hitless drought of his professional career up until then. So he didn't really help me, Jeff. And in fact, it was quite the opposite.
I'm looking at that stat on 9/15. He had a great game. I'm guessing that was after your week was over.
That was Monday of this week.
Yeah.
So this is my matchup here. And if you look at OBP, I lost 319 to 308. And I'm not going to lie to you. I spent about 20 minutes doing the math. If I had just left Will Smith in my lineup for his 1 for 4 with nothing else, I would have won on base percentage and flipped the matchup.
Yeah, that's
right.
right.
I outmanaged myself. I managed myself into a loss.
Mad City Brew is now realizing why Drake started not hitting because you put him in there.
Yep, but now he's back. As soon as that week was over, starting Monday, 3 for 5, he has 2 home runs this week.
As a Bo Sox fan, has some thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, trust me. Like Jeff and I normally allot each other like 5 minutes, like every week, to just scream about our fantasy teams. And yeah, this was particularly painful.
Thick Boy's wondering if Chris's competitive team was the generic ESPN name.
It was actually a name we, due to commissioner error that I was not a part of, we had to restart our league 1 week into everything. So the poor guy had to delete the league, redo everything by hand. So we just gave everyone basically exactly generic names like that. And I feel like it was bad luck to change your name once the season started. So there we go.
Well, sorry to hear that. That's a rough way to go out. Head-to-head fantasy sports is very rough.
It's so unpredictable. Just 2 weeks in September or 2 weeks in late August. What are guys going to do?
Right. You can dominate all year.
Anyway.
Well, not exactly related to that, but in the news this week, Clayton Kershaw announced his retirement. So that's as a fantasy asset, he hasn't done a lot this year. And we had this discussion on Spitballin' when our friend Teapot was defending Justin Verlander, who just announced that he's going to be coming back at 43 next year, saying that he's been pitching better than Kershaw lately, and he really has. But Kershaw's retiring. I thought I'd get out our only Kershaw card.
Yeah, I thought for sure when I saw the story, it's cool to see guys like just decide they've had enough. Like he's still pitching. He's actually pitching well this season. There's an argument to make he should be in their playoff rotation. But yeah, I think he wants to. He's done a lot. He wants to spend more time with his wife and kids, and more power to him. Guys that go out on top. Yeah. Conversely, we got Verlander, who's like, "Holy shit, I had a good month. Maybe I can get $10 million out of somebody and see what happens." Yeah. And Max Scherzer, by the way, and Max Scherzer just got annihilated tonight, which is a shame.
So what's going on tonight that everybody wants to be done by 7:10?
Yeah, what is tonight at 7:10? I feel like we should know, but I don't.
The Brewers are playing right now, so
yeah, I don't know what anyone else would have to. Will's. She just must. And by the way, you're right. Watching Blake Snell send Dave Roberts back to the dugout last night was pretty funny.
Yeah, it had to be after Ohtani getting that start that Ohtani had, getting the bullpen getting blown up right after. Leave him out there.
Kershaw is pitching tonight. Tonight is his last game at Dodger Stadium. If you happen to have tickets to that, that's a pretty cool thing to go to, but it's probably an even cooler thing to throw up on StubHub yesterday, Jeff. And
you could buy a nice card for that.
That's right. Oh, the Dodger game at 7:10.
I went to the Dodger game. My wife got me tickets. So I went with her dad, and we got to sit. We were like in the dugout seats right behind the plate. So we were second row, right behind the plate. Magic Johnson was sitting around there, Kareem. It was awesome. And Kershaw was pitching. And in the first inning, he let out a sound I hadn't heard before on a pitch. And that was it. That was that 20, I don't know, one of the years that he got hurt, 2017 maybe. Okay. He just blew his arm out right there. We had perfect seats to see him, and that was not great. So I don't want to jinx it by going to his next start and having the same thing happen.
That's very nice of you, Jeff. We do try not to jinx these players anymore. By the way, can you imagine getting seats like that for a game and sitting behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar?
Well, thankfully he sat right next to the dugout, and there was nobody behind him. There was like the way that it was set up, nobody had to sit behind him, fortunately. This was though the last year that Yasiel Puig was on the team, and that dude was a monster. Sitting right next to him in the on deck circle, I felt like a kid. Yeah, he's like the width of us next to each other. Yeah.
Abel in Vegas, question. I would say yes.
Pitching Hall of Famer who pitched his entire career for one team. The only way that could happen is if somebody comes up with a big market team these days.
Yep. Yeah, exactly. Unless you're drafted by the Red Sox, the Cubs, the Dodgers, the Mets, the Yankees, it's probably not going to happen. It's not going to happen with Skeens. I can tell you that much.
Right.
Unfortunately. Yep. But anyway.
Couldn't find us, Joey. Were we hiding? Oh, man.
Well, who knows? I set up the link tonight, so that definitely could make it a little more complicated.
A few people found their way in here, thankfully.
Okay, that's good. All right, let me put the trivia thing in here. Jeff, tell them what we're playing for, and then we got some cool cards to look at.
Yeah, we got some great cards to look at. Trivia's a blast tonight, and we have a couple autographs still from last week. We've got Will the Thrill Clark and Hall of Famer Bobby Dorr, Sweet Spot Auto.
Who is Will? Is that Will Clark on the Texas Rangers there? Trying to get a good look at that jersey from here.
Sure is. Nice action shot of him on the back as well.
Almost has like kind of a Jim Abbott look to him there.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
But Will Z, you're probably right. Yeah, Skeens' career. Maybe it won't even start really until he gets out of that.
Just going to follow in Garrett Cole's footsteps, right?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, the trail has been blazed.
Phil, I would love to see Soto get that 40-40 club. Most unlikely 30-30 guy ever, probably.
Oh, yeah. And least fanfare for sure. Okay. Oh, yeah, when he plays Palmeiro. Good call. Uh-oh. Shoot. Hold on. Give me a second. I think I have to resend that link.
All right, hold on. Hold on to the link, everybody.
I had Jeff test this out for me earlier.
Reset it.
Reset it. Hold on.
While you're doing that, I want to give a shout out to the other people who have used our link, our eBay link.
Okay.
There's our eBay link. Please click on it if you're going to buy something. We get a few dollars back from that. So thank you.
We are working on our terminology too. So good for us.
Thank you, Joey K. Yeah, the Cardinals not a great season this year.
No. All right, let me know if that link is working. And Jeff or M. Parsons or Shelly, if you're here, if one of you guys could pin that up to the top if it's still working. Gregory, he has been on fire, especially since not to go back to this, but since my semifinal matchup has ended, where I did, of course, have Matt Olson on my team. But anyway, Doc's cards, you know the answer to that one. It's the same answer it is for everybody. Actually, it's not. It's either the Dodgers or the Yankees, right? Like, we just don't want to see them on either of those teams, do we? Okay. So Jeff and I are going to start our Instagram shout-outs with our Instagram post of the week. Now, we are working on a graphic and a little jingle for this.
Mm-hmm.
Try to add a little
by 2027, we should have that in place.
And we have the jingle. Our music manager is on it with the jingle. So by next week, I think we're going to have a little something kind of fun but stupid, but makes us smile, which is pretty much how I would describe this show.
Yeah, exactly. And
okay, there we go.
Still trying to make my way towards the pinned comment. Has it been pinned yet?
I don't know. M. Parsons says only you have that thumbtack power, which I hope is not an indictment. Okay, here we go. All right, so let's start with our.
Hold on, let me mute this. Yep. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
All right, you just keep going.
I'm just gonna keep on going. All right, so our Instagram post of the week today goes to. It's a little bit incestuous, and obviously there's some nepotism here, but it's going to Short Print a Day. Our good buddy Jake posted this absolutely incredible Aaron Judge auto. Out of 2021 Stadium Club Chrome. There's a lot about this card that's really cool. I almost want to have Jake come on to tell us to talk about it a little bit, but you can sort of read his post. Maybe I can't see it, but a younger person could. So this is what makes this card really special is the auto is the 91 variation. And it's a numbered out of 25. I think there should be 5 reds as well, but I've never seen one. I've in fact only seen one copy of this card. There's 2 PSA 9s on the Pop Report. And this one came up on eBay a few times and didn't sell, and then finally went up for auction. And luckily, Jake was able to nab it. So we got this cool shot of Judge and Stanton. There's like, I don't know, 13 feet and 550 pounds of raw man muscle and veneers right there, high-fiving, which is pretty cool. But I just want to show you guys something that I think is pretty interesting. So this is a completely different image than what every other Aaron Judge card in this set is. And what I mean by that is this is his this is the base image out of 2021 Stadium Club Chrome. It's him making this catch. And so this is the 91 variation non-auto. This one's way more common, obviously. And they used the same image. But then for some reason, Jeff, when they wanted to do the autos, they were like, let's put something special on this.
I like that attitude.
I love that too. And it's just like, there was no like announcement about it, no fanfare or anything. They just did it. And I believe these were redemptions. So whatever's out there is out there at this point, as the extension was only for 2022. But stuff like that, I just think is really cool. There's all these like hidden gems in some of these sets, Jeff, that that we don't really know about or understand until people start ripping.
Yeah, it's fun to come across cards you haven't seen. I know you've experienced this recently with your Messier collection, but this is really cool.
Yeah, Gregory. Yeah. This card is great, and it's kind of that. I feel like if you're a Yankee fan, you need something like this. Like if there was a Braves one of these of like, well, it was 2021, so it could have been Acuna and Freeman, but like Acuna and Olsen now, that'd be awesome. But I just also wanted to take a minute and talk about how I give you some other examples of Topps doing this, sometimes for better or for worse. So this was 2021. In 2022, they gave us this guy. Yeah. All right. So in 2022, we get this Bobby Witt auto. This comes from Cards and Dreams on Instagram. And you for sure you've seen me talk about this card before.
Yes.
This card's awesome. I think it's probably his best looking rookie auto. That whole 91 design, the horizontal, the high five in his teammates. It's just a great looking card. But what's weird is this is Bobby Witt's regular auto, if that makes sense. So this is his like base rookie auto. So they used a totally different image for that 91 design. And if you looked at the checklist, there would be no reason to expect that.
Still, now, Chris, still looking back at the checklist, or you mean when the checklist came out?
Oh, either way.
Wow. They don't differentiate it.
No, it just says like base auto or 91 variation auto.
That's great.
Okay.
Sticker? That looks like a real on-card
No.
auto.
There are no stickers in the Stadium Club Chrome standalone set.
Yeah. This is true. It does look like butt. Yeah, from this distance. Right.
Oh, his signature?
Yeah.
A little bit. Okay, hold on. Let me just grab. Wait, gotta find it. It's up here, there. Yes. Okay. All right. So also in 2022, Jeff, this was kind of interesting. I'm just gonna it's interesting to me. So you guys are gonna have to deal with it. Okay. So in 2022, we get this really cool Acuna card, which I just got back from the PSA vault. So we got Acuna with his World Series ring, 91 variation. So again, there's 25 of these and 5 reds and a super that I've never seen, but I did see the redemption, so I know someone did pull it. So it's got to be out there somewhere. This card is awesome. Now there was a big kerfuffle, which I think is a word, on this Braves group that I'm in, because these were all redemptions. I think most of the 91 autos were all redemptions. Yes, I said most and then all, but all of Acuna's autos were redemptions in 2022. So when his base auto redemptions were going around, people were paying big money because this is what his base card looked like. The base image in the set is him holding his ring. But then some of those redemptions started coming back, Jeff. And when they did, they looked like this. And people in that Braves group and people that were buying the redemptions like were losing their shit. And honestly, I would have been really pissed off too.
Wow. So they were expecting the rings. Yes,
they were absolutely expecting this. This is what the base card looks like. This is what these autos look like. And then the base autos look like that, which is still a pretty cool shot, but it's not the World Series ring. So
the base autos are completely different image than the base card.
Correct.
Wow.
Yeah, Bobby Witt was actually the same thing. His base card is the horizontal high-fiving the teammates, and then the base auto is that
Yes.
That weird vertical
Okay.
card. So it's really weird. Like, no explanation for why they did this. But it just, I mean, redemptions really are a crapshoot. Like, whether you ever get the card or whether the card's going to look like you think it's going to look like, or what kind of condition it's going to be when you get it. They're definitely a crapshoot. Yeah, a little bait and switch, right, hobbyist?
Yeah, and M. Newbert says, pretty wild move by Topps, given that there are redemptions. Yes, people were buying up the redemptions with expectations of one thing.
Okay, I can make this even weirder though. Which is something I know. I was going to say that's something I've said in my private life. So Bryce Harper is also in the 2022 Stadium Club Chrome set, and he has autos, and his base card and his 91 auto look just like this. This again comes from Cards and Dreams on Instagram. Here's the red refractor of his 91 variation auto. What a cool shot, right?
Really cool. And man, look how red that background is.
Oh yeah, the 2022 set, absolutely. They nailed everything. But the layout of this card, like it just looks really cool. It's perfect for an auto. So this is the base card and the 91 variation. So you would have to assume if it's like the Acuna and like the Bobby Witt, Jeff, then for sure the base auto is going to be different, right?
Right, of course.
It's the same. So it's just like, it's funny. Like, you just
that is unbelievable.
It's such a weird thing. Like, there's no consistency, but for better or for worse. I don't know.
Well, for better for you with as an owner of that particular card, I would say, but for worse for people who are expecting to get that photo.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's just, I just try to, I happened to, all I knew about the Acuna was that I actually lost 2 auctions trying to bid up a base auto, not knowing that it was not the card I wanted.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't get it.
Yes. Yeah. Mookie Chilson. That's exactly right.
That's the top slogan.
Yeah.
So Lucky Peter says, Casey and I own the Acuna base with the ring. It was a redemption.
The non-auto was a redemption? That seems strange. I don't know. I've never seen the base design with the ring image with an auto. But yeah, Bravos, you're right. Putting Harper on it dings the card up slightly.
Jorge wants you to clear something up here, Chris. So maybe you can do that. I thought you were getting rid of all your Acunas.
Jorge, come on now. So in that video Jeff and I had, I said I'm going after specific Acuna cards that, like, none of the quote unquote like investment cards. I don't like that word, but like I don't own any prospect autos anymore. I only have 1 rookie auto, but it's going to be gone soon. I'm just buying the cards like the 4070 autos, that ring auto, the stuff that
dual autos.
Yeah, the dual autos, the things that like are memorable for me from his big moments, or there we go. Stuff like that. But yeah, no more Bowman Chromes, no more rookie autos. I'm staying away from that kind of stuff, from the stuff that we would normally target for most players. But yeah, so that's my quick rundown of some weird stuff that Topps did with Stadium Club autos in years past. Hopefully that wasn't too boring. I thought it was
that was really interesting. I just don't know how you can plan ahead for something like that.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't. You just have to be a complete lunatic and start and watch every single auction that comes up and see when these redemptions pop up.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me. Shoot. I meant to show this earlier. We were talking about that Blackburn card, Jeff.
Yes.
So, a good friend of ours, Brave Dolphin on Instagram, and I think that's his eBay handle as well. After I posted that Paul Blackburn today on Instagram, he messaged me to tell me that Topps picks weird pictures for all sorts of Oakland A players, and it's definitely just an Oakland centric thing. So I just want to give you guys one more example. I know I'm bouncing around a little bit here. I got a lot of sugar in
which
me.
I had never seen before until he sent us this.
Yes. So this is Matt Olson's SP out of 2022 Topps.
Now, I didn't zoom in. Is that a stripe on his pants, or is that one of those bands you see people at the gym wearing?
That's an excellent question, Jeff. I think it's a stripe on his pants, because if it is one of those bands, he's not using it correctly.
He's just, that's
I mean, He looks like he's having a slumber party and there's about to be a pillow fight.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, I believe the correct term from M. Parsons is called a booty band.
Ah, well, she would know.
What's up, peeps? Matthew, hopefully your PSA cards are in the almost through the grading phase. It's been a little bit of a slow process there at PSA.
Yeah, it's just the check-in part has been pretty brutal. But anyway, I want to show. So this is Matt Olson's. I don't know if it's Series 1 or Series 2. I can look at the card number, but this is like his base card. I'm sorry, this is his SP. Okay, but he's an update because in 2022 he played for the Braves. So in update he gets a Braves card, and he also has an SP in update, Jeff. So once he gets out of Oakland, look at this.
They do an action shot.
They give him a really cool card.
The fireworks.
That's opening day. It's him jogging out, first time wearing the Braves jersey, and like, yeah, we get fireworks. So it's maybe it is just an Oakland thing, where
the same people that can't afford a real stadium just can't afford real photos of them in there.
Yeah, maybe they don't allow photographers. They still have those cameras that are just like the film that you have to like advance. You know, you come with like a roll of film in there. You take 20 pictures and then you just drop that off at the 1 hour photo. Maybe that's all they use.
They hand out to people at the game. Okay, Gundy's throwing this out. His SP from 2022 has him in a basketball referee shirt.
Well, that's going to be another Oakland guy, right?
I think we got to find that. Answer your question, Jorge. The Golden Mirrors are SSPs. That's the new version of the SSP since that came out. So all flagship SSPs, super short prints, will be the Golden Mirror variety. What?
I've never seen this.
A referee in skinny jeans? And what has he got, a flag in his pocket?
He's got a flag in his pocket. Looks like a miniature basketball, kind of like what you and your son play in your hallway.
Yeah, that's a pretty nice hoop, though. It almost looks like a glass backboard on that little hoop.
Man, I'll be honest. If you gave Olsen, Blackburn, or Chapman, I like the Chapman one best. At least this is just weird. Like there's even it looks like there's some smoke behind him,
and then somebody's cheering him on in an A's uniform behind him.
I think he's just ejecting someone from whatever game they were playing in the locker room, Jeff. That's what I'm seeing here.
Yeah, he does look a little angry.
Yeah, as M. Parsons says, if they're not going to win, they can be the quirky team.
Yeah, the photographer, any photographs cannot be taken on the field. Any field, it can only be in the locker room.
Yeah, there you go. Gregory, if you did, I hope you used our affiliate link so we can get that 8 cents.
Yes, we should get 8 to 10 cents from that. So that would be much appreciated.
Thick boy, I want to laugh, but I mean, I feel like that's a very good chance. We're just going to get them all like, it would probably be like the stills from the security camera of them like driving into the parking lot because they're certainly not going to pay photographers at this point. But anyway, it's a fun little trip down Oakland A Topps image variation lane.
Yeah, somebody did mention the Lawrence Butler card, and that was a great shot. They did.
Yes, the one in Stadium Club with the Ricky poster behind him on the outfield wall.
Yeah, that's
awesome.
Great.
Awesome.
Oh, and I think SFO Sox fan just pointing it out. Yes, exactly that.
Yeah, an incredible card. Almost like jarringly great compared to some of the other ones, right?
Yeah, for every good card, for every good A's image, they've got to use several crappy ones.
Yeah, here, I'll grab this one. There we go. Yeah, I mean, look at that. That's incredible. He even framed it perfectly too. Yeah, that's just that no notes as the kids say.
Yeah, that's great.
Okay. All right, what else we got? All right, Jeff, there was some really fun stuff on Instagram, and there were a couple posts that I'm going to save to the end that I don't know, just two of like some of the coolest stuff I've seen on Instagram, like some absolutely amazing kind of posts you're gonna have to be sitting down to look at.
Oh, all right.
So hold on to your butts. But getting there, I want to tell you guys a quick story about this card that comes from our very own Clean Cards 5. Uh-oh, did I lose my? No. Yeah, this is Freddie Freeman's Topps Chrome Atomic out of 2014. So 12, 13, and 14, Jeff, as we know, these are all numbered out of 10.
Love them.
Really, really cool card. This card is particularly interesting. So I actually used to own this card.
This exact card.
This exact card. I bought it. This is a fun little circle. I mean, I said the word incestuous before, but this is a fun little circle of hobby here. I bought this card raw. You and I graded it with PSA, thinking it was either a 9 or it could even 10, and it came back, if you recall, a 7. Yeah, I don't know. There was another 7 on the pop reports. We were like, I wonder if someone had already graded this. Couldn't understand why. Cracked it anyway. So I held it for a little bit. I almost traded it to another buddy of mine. I ended up selling it on eBay. That person held it for about 6 months, then relisted it, and then just relisted it for lower. They want to get out of it. Clean Cards 5 made him a kind of a lowish offer. Guy accepted, gets the card, cracks it out, back in a 1-touch. So basically, over the course of like 16 months, this card went from being raw to being graded to being back to raw again.
Yeah, it's a beautiful card. I think that is a throwback jersey. I've always asked Chris that.
Yes, it is. Yeah. Yeah, he's wearing the same thing. I think he has a Heritage throwback that year, and I believe he's wearing the same thing.
Yeah, it's a great card.
Yeah. Oh, what am I looking at here? Yeah, royally cheese. Yes. Yeah, I met as soon as he posted this, I'm like, what number is this? He's like, it's yours. Like I just cracked it out. And he said he looked at it and he's like, I don't know why I got a 7. So yeah, he really should. He should roll the dice.
He should grade it again. Atomics, they're typically more generous on this sort of surface because you can't really tell what is part of the design or what it might be a scratch. So usually they're pretty generous with that. So I say go for it and then let us know so we know how bad to feel about it.
Absolutely. What he really should do is just send it to us and have us sub it for him. So it can just continue, the circle can just continue to we'll just go over it again. Okay. All right. Now you did pin the trivia link, right? It's up there.
Yeah. The trivia link should be pinned.
Oh yeah. Okay. I see we're getting some signups. Good.
Can confirm that. But yes, definitely get in there.
Okay. All right. So 2 people posted the same Ohtani card. And anytime I see this, I'm going to show it and shout out the person that posted it. So the first one belongs to CBTB 2009. And obviously I want to talk about that card at the bottom. But yeah, he said he picked these 3 cards up at a show. Now I gotta be, this is from 2 weeks ago. So I've been hanging on to this one in my back pocket. But I've never seen that refractor just sitting at a show before, Jeff.
Did he? So he picked him up already graded?
Yes.
Wow.
It's a nice little haul.
Yeah.
Man, sometimes I really wish, Jeff, that we had I don't know, Ben, like braver, like more gutsy. Like we both love that card. We know it looked great, and we were like, we should just buy every copy that we see.
Yeah.
And we didn't. We just we hedged our bets and we waffled and
we bought a total of 0 copies.
Oh, we have 2. Just 2, sadly.
Oh, I thought you meant the pitching refractor.
Oh no, I don't care about either of those cards up top. No, I don't want either of those. I just want the one on the bottom. But yeah, the pop now is at like 70, 71, and the sales are the latest one I think is $1,300 for a PSA 10. And we could have bought them all for like $400. I don't know, 6 months ago.
Yeah. Well, and then tried to grade them.
Yeah. But yeah, that's just an absolutely gorgeous card. So if you guys have a chance to grab one, I don't think you'll, even if it goes to $100, I don't think you'll hate it ever. It's a beautiful card. I don't know what's going on in the comments, but I just see this from Gregory. And I don't know if there's context or if he's just listening to some music.
I think it was the last Freeman. It was your last Freeman that came.
Okay.
Came in and out of the slab.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah, royally cheesed. We were around there too. Because when it started to go up, then you just thought, well, I don't know.
Yeah, there's that fear. No one wants to set the new comp, but sometimes you have to.
Hard. Yeah. Emophobic has a question about your auction, Chris.
Oh, that's great. I will show it in a second. Give me a minute. Thank you for bringing that up. I didn't want to just inexplicably advertise it.
Gotta pump it up.
Right. All right. Steve Clifton. Yes, that Judge. I really do like that card. There are extremely limited autos of that as well. I think a rainbow foil was up a few months ago, and you and Jake and I all looked at it and we're like, oh man, it's on card. We should buy. And then it was gone. So
quick.
Yeah, I like that card too. I see it was a gold minted, I think, floating on eBay as well of late. But yeah, that is a special card. Okay. All right. Also, of course, we have to shout out Cardboard Showcase, who shared his copy as well.
He says 74. I see
74.
there.
Sounds about right. I imagine it'll probably get up around 100, but I don't think it's going to get much higher than that.
Maybe. There's not a lot of that unopened product hanging around either.
No, there really isn't. Okay, so people asking, yes, the auction has begun. This is it. We're looking at it right now. It ends next Thursday, so I think we may have to just be blabbing next Thursday, even if we come on later. The extended bidding hopefully will get really exciting.
Yeah, might just keep going.
Hopefully. I mean, I think the key number here is that there's 60 some odd people watching it. I like that. It's like there's 23 bids, and at this point, you're just bidding so you can bid later.
Right. Bid to get in so you can participate in the after hours festivities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm always shocked when Cardboard Showcase doesn't have something, right?
In fact, he might be the high bidder on this card, Chris.
He might be. I mean, I wouldn't put it past him, and I wish him all the best of luck.
Sox fan, 63 people watching, about 53 of them here right now.
Right, that's true. That's very true. Yeah, and I'm sure my wife has like all of her high school friends watching as well, just to see what happens, see how upset or excited I am 7 days from now. We'll see. Yes, as M. Parsons says, hey, at the very least, we'll cover. We'll cover.
I thought she might not need surgery. Is this confirmed that she does now?
I think we're always maybe too hopeful that she wouldn't, but odds are she's going to need something. It looks like the pelvis is healed and like one hip looks good, but the other hip was a little bit dicey. So we'll see. We'll see. Well, October 1st, we're doing some new imaging when she gets spayed. So that'll be probably a good time to. We'll know for sure.
M. Parsons just kind of threw a wrench into the chat. Everybody's up in arms here about this.
Yeah. So if we didn't mention this before, we rescued this dog. You know what? Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on. Oh boy. M. Parsons, can you send me the Instagram of her?
SFO Sox fan says he's glad he used the affiliate link last night. Yes, that money will go towards the if it's enough to cover Chris's new bottle of whiskey, then the excess will go towards Jelly's hip surgery.
Yeah, I mean, let's be serious though. I mean, if she does need hip surgery, I'm going to need more booze as well, Jeff, because that's going to be a rough month of carrying her around like in a sling as she recovers. That's not going to be fun. But yeah, she still has zoomies. She still goes crazy, but just sometimes it looks like her leg kind of gives out on her. So I don't know. We'll have to see with the doctor. We're going to probably see an orthopedist.
Is it dysplasia? Dysplasia? I'm not sure.
No, it's not. It's not that. Like, so she got hit by a car, and her hip was really broken, pretty badly when she was about 2 months old. So the vet said they did images, and they're like, well, she's young, and at this age, like the bones aren't even really solid at 2 months. So maybe best case scenario, this will just heal. So the pelvis healed, and one of her hips healed, but the other one, it just in the last X-rays we took, it just didn't look quite right. So apparently one of the surgeries they do, Jeff, and this is crazy for dogs that have broken hips when they're young, they go in and hold on to your hats, guys. They saw off the ball of the ball and socket joint. And then they just sort of bind their leg for, a couple, like 2 weeks, a week to 10 days. And the muscles in there just sort of, they adjust and they hold the bone in the socket without the ball. And somehow, like some scar tissue builds up, and it just the reports we see online are like in about between 3 and 6 months, which I know is a big window, the dog is basically back to normal and running around. Is she going to have arthritis when she's older? Yes, but we all are going to have arthritis.
She's alive and in a good home, so
yes.
The tissue makes a false joint.
There you go.
Steve's pointing out that in his hip replacements, they do saw the ball off of people too.
Good Lord. Okay. All right. So I'm just going to share this real quick. Hold on to your hats. This is what we saw of our dog. This was the first time we saw her online. She was left. Well, I'll just quote it. She was left like this outside of a shelter. Like just to the right there is the door. So that's like the intake of this dog shelter. These people put her in a trash bag and kind of like zipped it up, and just left her there. So she was found. And yeah, with the injuries that she has, but you can see she's just like, get the sound off here. Look at her little face. She's like, my legs hurt. But yeah, we're both watching this, and we both like immediately had like tears in our eyes, and we're like, oh my God, like look at her. But anyway,
She's so little.
She was little then.
Yeah.
Jeff, she is not little anymore.
No, she's so much bigger
I don't
already.
understand how fast this dog is growing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Chrissy, I'm right. Yeah, it was very frustrating to watch.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart, although I do believe she still attacks M. Parsons. Oh yeah.
She does. Yeah, she has become
this is the
an
confirmation.
absolute demon. Yeah. She still likes biting. She just throws herself onto and off of the couch now. But yeah, we brought a friend's puppy over, and they were just running, and then eventually Jelly just like lays down. Like, I don't know if it's her legs are weak, which I'm sure they are, because for months she wasn't putting any weight on them. Sarah McLachlan. Yeah. Yes. Okay, that's enough. Let's get back to some baseball cards, Jeff.
Oh, RM's throwing this in. He's the current winning bidder of your SEC auto.
Oh, nice. Oh, RM Ohtani collector on Instagram. Yeah. Good luck to you, buddy. I mean, if you win it for $6K, congratulations.
Oh boy, Chris might need to be on some harm watch if it goes for 6,000.
Yeah, I don't know about harm watch, but yeah, certainly all the affiliate link money is going to whiskey, Jeff.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Let's talk about a few more cards here before we get to trivia. This was Roberto Clemente week, if I'm not mistaken. So a bunch of really cool Roberto Clemente cards. It
was fun to see the players, Chris. Did you see the players had the option of wearing the 21 if they wanted? And it was a lot of fun to see that number, especially on the Pirates.
Yeah. I know, like, on Jackie Robinson Day, everyone wears 42. I'm just surprised more players weren't donning the 21.
Yeah, I don't know if it wasn't as well known that they could do that. I'd imagine we'll see if they continue this tradition that we'll see more of it next year. Yeah, Mookie Chilson, yeah, she definitely has some Santa's little helper in her, especially that scene where Bart and Lisa are just throwing the ball back and forth for like 2 hours and the dog doesn't get tired. We're like, how is this dog not sleeping more? She only has like 3 good legs, Jeff, and somehow she's still up and about for like, it feels like 18 hours a day instead of the opposite. But anyway, this was my personal favorite of the Clemente cards that I saw get posted. This one comes from Newbies Cards. I just like this image. In my head, he just legged out a triple, and he's on third base kind of catching his breath and looking around. Yeah, that old school uniform. Look at that. No buttons. The battery, I don't think this is true. There were other people wearing 21 besides the nominees. And there were at least a half dozen Pirates players wearing the 21. I did hear when they were talking about Justin Turner, who was a previous Clemente Award winner, that the winners of that award get to wear a 21 patch on their hat throughout the season if they want. Oh, that's really cool. I did not know that. It's very cool, and that would be fun to see in some upcoming cards. If they would put that in there, I think it would be huge. But yeah, go follow Newbies Cards if you get a chance. This is, of course, a Stadium Club image variation, which you could have guessed I would choose anyway. And yeah, oh, wait a second. Shoot, where is it? Yeah, Amari Smith says, yeah, Gypsy Queen had some. Gypsy Queen is a really cool set, Jeff. There's some sneaky rare variations in there, like their July 4th variations. And yeah, some of the detail that goes into there is really good. Yep. Clean Cards 5. Thanks for this crack research report. Only players of Puerto Rican heritage, previous Roberto Clemente Award winners, and nominees, and all players on the Pittsburgh Pirates have the option to wear the number 21. Well, there we go. Well, I can't hate on anyone for not wearing it anymore. No. Oh, there we go. I appreciate Clean Cards 5. That was like a very like professional description. It's very clear and concise and easy to understand. Yeah. This is true, higher side, that there are players that are superstitious, but like on Jackie Robinson Day, they get over that. Mad City Brew, Roberto is my favorite all-time player. My son's middle name is Walker. I was showing my son the some of the highlights that were going around this week, especially his throwing highlights, like where he'd be throwing them from the wall. Just an absolute cannon.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, what I like about those is now when they show those videos, Jeff, there's always Clemente throws. There's always like Dave Parker, Guerrero, Bo Jackson. Now there will always be an Acuna from that one he did earlier today, which he caught with his back to the infield. It was almost like a no-look 310-foot throw.
He's
Insane.
Unbelievable.
Insane.
Yes. Number 21 is retired in Pittsburgh, but for this day, they could wear it if they wanted.
Correct. All right, Royally Cheese. This is a perfectly timed comment. Royale Cheese. Thank you for sharing this. Scherzer did not have a very good day today for a Blue Jays team that all these races, Jeff, I don't even know what teams actually want to win baseball games anymore besides the Phillies, it seems. And I guess your Brewers are still doing pretty well. But
yeah, that meme's going around about the racing garbage cans in the street.
Yes.
About the Mets and the Reds trying to
the
get
Mets, the Reds, the Red Sox, the Blue Jays, the Tigers, the Astros. I don't know. At this point, I think the American League is going to be like Seattle and the Yankees. And the National League, I don't know. I just don't know. The Phillies and whoever makes it long enough to get the Phillies. Anyway, this card comes from ERT Sports Cards on Instagram. And this is really interesting. There's an argument to be made that this is Max Scherzer's best baseball card. Can you believe he has no Bowman Chrome autos?
Logo before they did the RC with the shield. That was the original.
Yeah. But can you believe he has no Bowman Chrome autos, Jeff?
Was he wasn't a huge prospect, right?
I mean, do they need to be?
Well, not anymore, but I think back then there was a lack of draft picks and Bowman Chrome autos.
Yeah, it's just really funny when we run into players that turn out to be really good and somehow they don't have Bowman Chrome autos, and we're like, there's like 390 of these guys every single year across 3 products. How could they miss someone who turns into a superstar? But you're right. It was a smaller checklist back then.
Yeah, but I'm just I'm seeing here that he was drafted 11th overall, so that's really no excuse. They should have had him in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But yeah, this card is his only 1 of 1. His only rookie 1 of 1 auto, as per the description here by ERT Sports Cards. This popped up for bids and he snagged it. That's a pretty awesome piece. It's good.
Yeah.
It will be a Hall of Famer for sure.
He will.
Look how young he looks. And by the way, Michigan Cards and Graphs, this is absolutely something that they should have done. Not quite. Yeah. It's like a play on the Heritage Red Ink. They could do like a blue and a black. Like first name with one color, second name with, or last name with the other color. What a great idea.
Yeah, that'd be great.
See, it's ideas like that. We need thoughts like that at Topps. Okay.
Thanks, More Cards. Yes, Clean Cards 5 was filling us in on the details. I'm frankly, I'm a little bit surprised that they limited that, because there are a lot of players, not just Puerto Rican players, but a lot of players from Latin America who revere Clemente. And it's a little bit exclusionary. I wonder if they'll expand that for next year.
Yeah, it's a good question.
Yep. Thanks, Mookie. I noticed that here too. Yeah. No excuse for him not to have one.
No. Yeah. Weird, right?
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Yeah. The old school shield that Jeff said he liked too. Yeah. Curator Cardboard here talking about the Rangers. The poor Rangers. I mean, without Eovaldi and Seager, it's crazy they're hanging on as well as they are. And Simeon too, actually.
Yeah. And some underperformance by other players.
Yeah. I said before, like the amount of injuries teams are dealing with, like the Astros lost Jordan. The Blue Jays are without Bichette. The Red Sox lost Roman Anthony. It might be the healthiest team it was going to be the one that gets out of the AL. I don't know. Right now, the Yankees seem to be the only team that's really playing with any sort of like passion. And it's probably because Volpe's not in the lineup anymore.
It's crazy to think of. Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's wide open. It's absolutely wide open. This is the year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Banged up and underperforming and still somehow in the race.
Yeah. I mean, it just seems like no one wants it. By the way, Rage, I will take the blame for the Evan Carter thing. Last year, after their World Series, I actually had the 2nd overall pick in a keeper league. We kept 10. So it was 12 teams. So I picked 122nd. And Evan Carter was like one of the last players not kept. And Yamamoto went first, and I took Evan Carter second. And that was it. That was the end of Evan Carter ever having a chance to be a productive baseball player.
Yeah. And then I took him in the draft, in the spitballing draft too, which didn't help.
No. But yeah, the Mariners pitching, they've got as good a chance as any team in the American League, if not better.
And now that J-Rod's heating up.
Yeah, right. Thankfully, the injury bug just didn't hit the Braves, which is great. All right, what do we got here? It is almost 7. I know some people want to bail for the Kershaw game. Let's do one more card, Jeff, and then we'll run trivia.
Great. One more card,
right, so
trivia.
hop in there.
Oh, come on. You got to be crapping me. Brian Wu just exited the game with trainers.
Wow.
Oh, I tell you.
Is that all it takes? Is me saying something positive about the Mariners pitching, and then, oh boy. Yeah, I hope he's okay. At this point, honestly, I think I said I begin to feel like the Yankees do have a voodoo doll, and every single team in the American League, they're just like sitting there, just putting pins in it, and their best players go down. So maybe it's fate. Maybe the baseball gods are trying to get Aaron Judge back into the World Series.
Yeah, maybe that's it.
I know you're a Brewers fan, Jeff, but Judge and Harper in the World Series together, the two guys whose legacies most need a ring to be complete.
Yeah, Major League Baseball would not be happy about, say, a Brewers Mariners or Brewers Blue Jays World Series.
They would not. Royale Cheese, you don't have to worry. I will not say anything good about it because I do not understand it. Anyway, all right. So this comes from the MLB Kid. I think Alan was with us a few minutes ago, but
yep.
Jeff and I. People keep telling Jeff and I, that we need to get into 90s stuff. You know, we're kids that had cards in the 90s. Jeff gave up a little bit before me, but so we're familiar with this set. And I think if I do dip my toe in, as I've said before, I think it's going to be with one of these. And this Frank Thomas refractor looks awesome.
Yeah, you've mentioned the Maddox from this set as being a potential target down the road for you. And yeah, this was right about when I got out. Like 92 was kind of my last big year of collecting, which was right before they started to make some of these cool mid to late 90s sets.
Yeah, and actually this was that you probably, this set came out and packs were already like $5, and I think they went up to like $20, and you were probably just like, you know what? I'm going to go talk to those girls instead. And that was a good choice that you made.
Save up for that car I could eventually get.
Right?
Oh, Mookie Chilson, just so you know, Chris, he's got a 93 Finest Bonilla refractor listening to offers.
Ooh. I mean, it's crazy. If you gem that, it's still worth quite a bit of money. There are people I know trying to get a whole refractor set for the registry. But yeah, these cards are awesome. Every time I see one in person, I just like to, I like to hold it and just kind of look at it. Very cool. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Jeff.
No, Maury Smith is asking if Maddox is a Cub in that Finest set.
Oh, no, he is a Brave in that set. It came out later in the year.
Yeah. Braves.
Yeah. But yeah, these are just really cool. And he mentions in the chat or in the comments there or the post, if I squint really hard, I can still see it. The print run of these cards, Jeff.
Yeah, pretty low print run. So I can see why if people are trying to put the set together, there's not going to be a lot of extra ones out there.
No, this would also be a really fun box. Like if we just had, piles of money, we could do whatever we want. This would be a really fun set to get like 2 sealed boxes of and rip them to see what refractor we get. Just look at the cards,
Ballpark, what are they?
I have no idea.
Oh.
No idea. I would assume if you're buying one, it's probably been CT scanned to see who the refractor is. I don't know if it could pick that up. I don't know.
Because there's one per box. Is that what
one per box?
Abel, thank you. Our crack research staff is informing us that Scherzer and agent Scott Boras, surprise, had initial difficulty negotiating contract with the Diamondbacks. As such, Scherzer did not sign the summer he was drafted. So they still could have thrown him in 2007, which they did not.
All right, man. I feel like, Jeff, we can just ask questions.
It's like,
and the chat just responds with the information.
Chat GPT. It's like we've got our own AI here.
Right.
Except better. Timmy Two Hobby said those packs tend to brick over time. So that's interesting.
I believe it. KPS has quite a few Wally Joyner cards they're looking to move.
Oh, I did see that too.
Yeah.
What are they? That Tops? I like his Tops image. He's got the cup.
Yeah, I think I think he's card number 1 in the update set, which is really funny. The 86 update set that they thought Tops at the time was like Wally Joyner's the man. He's going to be the guy that will carry this set. And then it's even funnier to look at all the players in there that didn't make the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
but
true.
Whoa. I know Chris C is frequently talking about his sealed wax collection, but he's got a full box.
A full box. All right, Chris. Well, you can let us know what that goes for.
That is very cool. Yeah, Rage, you're right. I mean, odds are you're getting Bobby Bonilla or I don't know, Pat Listash or Mickey Morandini. I don't know if they're in the checklist or not. Jeff Blauser, maybe.
1,500. That's a lot just to be opening. Royally Cheese says these crack researchers are the same people I'm competing against in trivia. No wonder I've been in a dry spell.
Well, depending on what dry spell you're referring to, maybe it's not their fault. Okay. All right. We're at, we got about 50 some odd people in here.
Yeah,
let's
go.
Get this thing up so that people can watch the Kershaw start if they want. I'm sure there's going to be some festivities. So yeah, I'll give you guys another 30 seconds to hit that link. Oh, I see that.
I would love the 87 Tiffany. I would love any Tiffany set from the 80s, to be honest.
Yeah, I think the 87 was the one they printed the most, but they still look really cool in hand. Like just to see a glossy kind of thick finish on those cards. Phrasing. Here's what it is. High side of life. I'm definitely anti most AI stuff. I don't like AI grading. I don't know. I think there's
talk about this. I know that there's talk about ChatGPT like grading it in your own home with your own phone, but there's just a lot that you can't tell about a card unless it's in hand, even if you get a high definition picture.
Oh yeah. All right. So when you guys play, you'll notice there are a couple pace cards in there. You can try to beat Jeff. You can try to beat Jake. You can try to beat the worst. It's a new person who just ran through trivia for me to give it a test drive. They did not do great. So, link, please. It is
last call on the link. It should be pinned.
Let me throw it in here one more time. Bang. All right, just do it there at the bottom. So you can choose if you want to be a top or a bottom with your link. Just leave that out there. That's fine. Those Tiffany sets, Jeff, are still so interesting because I never knew what they were until I don't know, 2005 or 6. I was reading a Beckett magazine on a flight. I'm like, what the hell? Never saw them in the 80s.
That's not bad, curator, for a traded Tiffany sealed set.
No.
Yeah, that Maddox card is very cool from that set.
Yes, that Maddox card is cool. I used to have a couple of those. And of course, the McGriff. Ladies do love that Fred McGriff card. Okay. All right, here we go. Jeff, how's your voice? You ready to rock and roll?
Yes, ready to rock and roll. Let's do this.
All righty, here we go. The countdown will begin now.
Yeah, this was a good trivia.
Oh, and if you guys watch that episode of The Simpsons, like I told you to, that's really going to help.
It did help. It did help me. Who is the current MLB leader in runs scored? A, Kyle Schwarber. B, Cody Bellinger. C, Francisco Lindor. Or D, Shohei Ohtani? Some big run numbers being put up this year. Led by this guy.
Yep. I think he's fallen off the 150 run pace, but it's never impossible, Jeff.
No, never impossible. He's still going to put up a huge number, and half of you got it right. Mm-hmm. Very good. Michigan Cards and Graphs, no surprise, leading the charge. What year are Bo Bichette's first Bowman Chrome autos? 2014, 2016, 2018, or 2020? What's his status, Chris? Is he going to be back and DHing? Is that what I heard?
They're hoping. They know he won't be able to play before the postseason. So they're hoping if they can get that first round bye, then maybe he's ready to go for the division series. All right.
Congrats to 27 of you getting that one correct.
2016 is the correct answer.
Yes, 2016. Ooh. M. Newbert taking the lead. What Hall of Famer is missing from this 1978 Topps rookie card? Is it Ozzie Smith, Paul Molitor, Eddie Murray, or Ben Oglivie? Shout out Benji, Ben Oglivie, standout left fielder for the Milwaukee Brewers.
Did I spell his name right?
Yep. Very good. And very good. Most you've got Paul Molitor. Crazy Cryptids, totals are broken, maybe just because you're seeing the couple of us that took this early. We're showing up there.
Yeah.
Which one of these is not a parallel in 2025 Topps Chrome? Aqua Ray Wave, Teal, Green Geometric, or Pink Lava?
I gotta tell you, Jeff, it's hard. It's hard to go with a fake one because every fake one I came up with, I looked and it was already there. It existed. It's real.
They all sounded good to me. Wow. I'm impressed. 25 of you guys knew that Pink Lava. I thought for sure that was it. I guess Teal, because that seemed like the most reasonable answer to be included. M. Newbert. What year is this Fleer Don Mattingly card? 1985, 1986, 1987, or 1988? I love this set.
Me too.
Absolutely
the blue is
love
great.
it. And it's so clean. And starting even the next year, they kind of went off the rails for 4 or 5 years.
Yeah, they did.
Good job. Well done. John, Christmas collector, M. Newbert.
Okay.
Rising up the ranks. What is the print run on the 1993 finest refractors? 99, 199, 241, or 299? This is something we just talked about. If anybody took a look.
I didn't say it out loud, but it was on the screen for like 5 minutes. But yeah, if you're curious about the totals, you're still just seeing Jeff's score at the top. So you gotta take Jeff down if you want the prize, which I think
23 people got it correct. The
Nice.
241 is the right answer. John is just steamrolling through these questions. Cutler's cards right on his tail. True or false? Hitting a batter raises the pitcher's whip. A, true. B, false. 50-50 chance here. This is similar to last week's question about OBP and sacrifice flies.
Okay.
Almost 3/4 of you said false. Walks and hits per innings pitch. You can hit as many guys as you want. John, again, 491. Cutler's cards at 412. What was the first year of Topps Chrome logo fractor? 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. Correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but wasn't it like $50 or something the first year? It was something very reasonable.
I think it was $59 for and you get like 2 logo fractor packs in each box. Yep, 2022. Good job.
Great job. We got some smart people in the chat tonight.
Oh boy.
All right, John, driving it up. Okay, here it is. With the Softball City Championship on the line, who does Homer Simpson pinch hit for? Is it Jose Canseco, Darryl Strawberry, Ken Griffey Jr., or Mike Scioscia?
I'll give you a hint. The player had hit 9 home runs in the game before the pinch hit.
52% of you have either watched it recently or have a very good memory.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. Oh, somebody already hit a home run off Kershaw? Oh, boy.
Oh, boy.
All right, John, here you go. Your chance to pass me. What misfortune keeps Ken Griffey Jr. from playing in the championship game? Arrested, radiation poisoning, gigantism, fell in a mystery spot. I believe it was Ozzie Smith who went into the mystery spot, Chris, wasn't it?
Well played, Jeff. That is correct.
Gigantism?
Yes. Overdose of nerve tonic.
Right?
Yep. All right, what do we got? M. Newbert. Another good showing out of M. Newbert.
On the podium, as usual.
Ooh,
John at 628.
Oh my God, Jeff, your score held up.
All right, John, you'll get the prize. You'll get the prize, but man, that feels good. I gotta say,
it should. Yeah, that's your first win. I'm proud of you with the 2 Simpsons questions that you got right.
Well, I mean, I have to admit, you did say they were going to be on next week. So had I not known that, I would not have gotten.
That's all right. Hey, I gave everyone a little homework assignment, and I think a lot of people did it.
They did it. So, John, let us know if you'd like the Will Clark Rangers auto or Hall of Famer Bobby Doerr Sweet Spot auto. Let us know which one of these you want, and you can either shoot me or Chris a message on Instagram with your address.
Yep. And we'll get that out to you. Congratulations.
M. Newber, you got tripped up by the 87 Fleer.
Oh, man, what a great looking set.
Yeah, it's a great set.
I will remind everyone. So we've been doing like one pop culture baseball related thing for 4 weeks. So that was week 1 of the Simpsons softball episode. We'll do it again next week. So you got 3 more weeks of questions about that Simpsons episode. The questions
that's only like 23 minutes.
They will get harder. So watch it again. It's definitely worth watching again.
I did not write the Ben Ogilvy question, and to be honest, when I saw it show up when I was taking this earlier, I was very excited to see Benji show up.
Yeah,
but he was around before that time.
KPS, we do have a PO box specifically for this. I don't know, Jeff. Do you want to type it into the chat? Is that okay, or should we just?
Yeah, let me type it in.
Yeah,
it can also be used for hate mail if you prefer.
Yep.
But
yeah, we just get excited to get mail, love or hate, either way.
Speaking of which, I have to say, Chris, remember when I was talking about my son Huey trying to collect some SSPs?
Yes.
He got sent a 2024 SSP Golden Mirror, which is the year he didn't have one, and he was very happy. So
nice.
I'm going to post that on Instagram. So thank you.
John, yes. Ken Griffey Jr. suffered gigantism brought on by an overdose of nerve tonic. As Mr. Burns says, it has been known to cause gigantism, but only in rare cases. And yeah, that's exactly what happened.
A Yankees collector wants to send some Blue Jays cards your way, Chris. And hopefully touch them and jinx them. Listen,
it's
yeah, Ben Ogilvy was a big part of the wall bangers. He actually, he was a tall, thin guy, but big lefty swing and could hit some bombs. And my biggest memory of him is in the 82 playoffs, him having a fan take the ball out of his glove in left field and being called a home run. Kind of reminiscent of what's the guy from Baltimore, Chris?
Oh, Tony Tarasco, I believe, was the right fielder, camped under that 309-foot fly ball from Derek Jeter. That kid.
Yeah, who was the kid?
Over and grab. Someone in the chat will know. I can't think of his name.
The kid, you know, I'm talking about you guys, but
JE. That's a pretty good showing for only answering 6 questions. Nice job. The dough, that makes up for missing the strawberry question.
Jeffrey Mayer, thank you. Yes, I don't know
it. Yep. Okay, before my time.
Oh man, you can also send your Scotty B fan mail, and if you have any photos of Scotty B you want autographed, you can send them my way, and I'll try to get him to sign them and send back.
HP cards. I don't know if this is a joke or serious, but that's just rude. Higher side of life. Yeah, Jeff was a big fan of the Don Mattingly subplot with the sideburns.
I did appreciate that. I really laughed out loud when he came out and had his entire middle of his head shaved and still got kicked out.
Doc's cards. This is on the docket for a potential future question. That's a great scene with Barney and Wade Boggs. Okay. All right. I'm way behind. Let me get down here. Okay. Whoa. Okay.
Somebody order some Halloween villages. Oh boy. Yeah.
Look.
Mail's going to overflow with Halloween villages.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's get back to some cards because I want to talk about this set for a minute, Jeff. So this card comes from Horton Baseball Cards on Instagram. So this is a 2022 Bowman Heritage. They made this Heritage set, not many. I think it was like 19, 20, 21, 22, something like that, Jeff?
Yeah, I think that sounds right. I think the year Wanderer was in it was the first year. That
went. Boy. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that would be this year. This is 2022. So this is cool. They're using the 94 Bowman design. And this is an image variation of Bobby Witt Jr. Now, these are not, they're called image swaps or swap variation or something like that. These are not particularly rare, but they're pretty cool. There are some great looking cards in this set. I actually when I saw Horton post this a few days ago, I actually spent some time looking at the checklist and then finding all the cards. And these look great. There are 100 cards on that checklist, Jeff. It's a lot.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's how short printed can they be?
Exactly. So I mean, like I said, these are not too tough to find. But if you look at the, Pete Alonso, Mike Trout, Ketel Marte, there's some good names. There are some questionable names. But if there's a player that you like, that you PC, whether they're a huge name or a small name, they're probably going to be on this checklist here. And some of these pictures are pretty cool. I like that Bobby Witt. I think he's like in the on deck circle. Here's the Pete Alonso, following through. Here's Acuna, who it looks like he is just stepping up to the dish, waiting to do some serious damage.
That's a great shot.
That's a really cool looking card. Here's the Pujols, kind of a similar vein. Freeman, same thing. I started to wonder, Jeff, if there was a theme here. Then we got Ohtani. Looks like he's jogging around the bases. Probably just, wondering why the hell he's still on that team back in 2022. This is Harper, who has a look on his face like he just pissed on a line drive and someone made a crazy play on it.
It's kind of like all in medium close up, like from the waist up, right?
Right. So here's Aaron Judge. So yeah, I started to look at all these, and this would be a really fun set to complete. It's the kind of thing that GG's cards would do in like 3 weeks. Throw them in a binder, and we could see them all together. But I bet these cards all would look really, really good, like next to each other, because they do all appear to be similarly framed, as it were. But anyway,
Yeah,
just to throw that out there.
The lack of a border is cool.
Yeah, so I'm just throwing that out there. It's a relatively inexpensive set to put together. The Ohtani goes for like $20. So that should tell you, where the values are for these cards. But they look good. They're not super rare, but they're not like crazy common. But yeah, take a look. Yeah, I feel like I can see Gregory adjusting some save searches. But anyway, I thought some of these cards were cool, and their images I hadn't seen before. And I'm bummed that Freddie Freeman, it is 2022, so I thought maybe they could get something with him holding up the trophy, but nothing doing. Curator, it's 2022.
Yeah, I wonder how much a box of that would be.
I don't know. But yeah, John, these are pretty cool. It's definitely something I feel like it's worth checking out. Like you could add, for example, this. Let me pull this one up real quick. Here's Aaron Judge, and the ask is $10 or best offer. So I mean, I think very affordable, very reasonable. Yeah. Here's someone else we talk about a lot, for better, for worse, usually for worse. We got Devers pounding his chest, but yeah, medium close up.
He's looking pretty trim there. I got to be honest.
He is. This is definitely a 3-year-old picture for sure.
I just have a correction to make, Chris.
Go ahead.
My son was listening to the show, and he told me that the card he got, in fact, I mistakenly said it was a 2024 Golden Mirror. It was the 2024 Gold out of 2024. Right? Is that what you need? Or did you need the Golden Mirror? Okay. Well, I'm trying to get some clarity on what he needs for his binder.
Sure. But
huge shout out to Ron. Thank you for sending the mail to Huey. He was very excited to get it.
Yeah, and Linda's first. Yeah, that's about as inexpensive as Shohei Ohtani you're gonna find. That isn't a base card. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And Rage, that's an excellent description of the Aaron Judge card, actually. Anyway, just passing that along. I thought those were cool. I feel like at this point, Jeff, anytime we have a chance to pick up like a relatively rare is not the right word, but kind of a variation of a player we like for under $10.
Yeah, something fun, right? Yeah. Something fun and unusual. Churio has a prospect card in 2022 Bowman Heritage.
I believe he does. Yeah. Yeah, because they used the same image in it for his autos that they did for his first Bowman Chrome. So that's just an extra level of confusion for people.
Yes, add that to the confusion.
But yeah, Jeff's son is almost at that age where, his brain he retains information really fast. So Jeff will probably begin to notice a lot more corrections in the house than he ever has before.
Yeah, I'm already getting there. Getting a lot of corrections. Curator, sorry about this. This is not the place to be. But while you're here, make sure you use our eBay link if you're going to go buy any of these.
It's a great system, isn't it, Jeff? We tell people, if we suggest people buy stuff, and then we get like pennies on the dollar when they do. It's pretty good. Oh, there you go. Oh, what is Matt? What's the Olsen look like? Is he 2022? So maybe this came out late in the year. Maybe he oops. Is he a Brave? Oh yeah, there we go. Wow, that is as serious. Damn. Whew. That's like a Matt Olson Smolder
It's
image
like
variation right there.
Spencer Strider vibe. And again, the same cropping.
Yeah. Goodness.
Good idea, curator. Let me get on that.
Yeah, if anyone else wants to yeah, sounds like a show. Yeah, if anyone, Burbank has hobby boxes. You might have to rip one of these. I bet that'd be kind of a fun rip because there are some big prospects in there. I mean, you're not going to pull necessarily value from it, but in terms of enjoyment, could be there. Iron Lung suggesting we pile up those Bryce Elder cards. You know what, Jeff? I almost broke my rule, by the way. Thankfully, I bought it before. I bought the Blackburn before I said what I said, that I'm absolutely done buying active pitchers. But this almost would have been an accidental breaking of that rule.
Sometimes rules are made to be broken. Yeah, that's. You weren't buying it because he was a pitcher.
No, if anything, that's the least of the reasons why I'm buying the
card.
But...
So I don't know. It's really.
Oh man. But yeah. Anyway, this set is cool. I don't want to just keep repeating myself. But yeah. Oh yeah, 240 cards, guaranteed a chrome auto. All right, you know what? You're talking us into a couple of these boxes. Maybe we can get a little pump going on it. I don't know, but it's a very cool set. Take a look at the checklist, and I bet there's someone on there that you like. Even some pictures. What does? Well, anyway. Oh, Machado has one. Hold on. Let's take a quick look. Yep. Now that's a very typical Manny Machado shot. Like, how unhappy does he look? He's given someone.
He's the Grinch.
Oh yeah. Yeah. All right.
Gregory is suggesting to go along with that Blackburn card, you need the Soto denim tuxedo card.
That would be, if that falls far enough, that would be a fun card to get autographed. But I need an inscription with some sort of explanation. Okay. Where is it? There it is. Okay. All right, Jeff. Up next, we have a card from a gentleman who has been watching the show for a while and has asked, he asked us what he has to do to get a shout out on the show.
Okay.
So we told him, you have to post a card, because he would message us, but his Instagram account had no cards on it. So I'm like, we can't shout out a blank account.
Just shout out random people.
Yeah. So he made a post, and he posted one hell of a card. So I wanted to officially give him his first Blabbin' About Slabbin' shout out. And that is B Rich card.
Is it B Rich or Britch?
I don't know. I remember I got Wills wrong all the time. So this is probably Britch.
B Rich, Britch.
Yeah.
Look at that beauty. It's is that a gem black parallel I see?
Yeah. Yeah. That's a pretty cool. I love that Gunnar Henderson card. Look how dirty he is.
Yes. Filthy.
Yeah. That's very cool. I like this card. That pop can't be very high. He says pop
Can't
6.
Sounds
Early enough in the night that we can still read that. Oh, I like that
Yeah.
people are really getting into the 2022 Bowman Heritage checklist in the comments here.
Great. That's going to become the next 2020 Stadium Club Chrome. You should have bought some before you talked about it, Chris. Now it's going to be hard for us to buy some.
Well, that's all right. Let's see here. Oh, no.
Yeah, that's a beautiful card. Orange and black. Looks great. Scotty would like the Halloween vibe.
For sure. Okay. Someone asked what the autographs look like in that set. So we'll just dig into this. I mentioned this one before. So here's Jackson Churio's
okay.
auto. Yeah, Jeff just took a gasp. Here's his orange refractor auto out of that set, out of the Bowman Heritage set. And it's frustrating that they just pretty much took the first Bowman Chrome image and just slapped it into another set, which is confusing. It might be slightly different, but it's really, really close, especially if you've had.
Now that you've said it, yes, I've seen this because a lot of people are selling it and it sells for a fraction of the price of the other one. This is pretty cool. I got to be honest. As a kid, my favorite colors were orange and blue, and this is really orange. I love that background. It's kind of like a New York Knicks vibe, but man, is this one on eBay right now?
It is. It's on eBay right now, and it's up for bids. So
up for bids. Okay.
Might have your name written all over it. But yeah, there's kind of a color match with the ink here. Yeah. But yeah,
Mad City Brew's cool, angry that you're even looking at this one.
Mad City. Mad City Brew. Before we end tonight, I'll show you the Jackson Churio card that just sold on eBay. That I almost wrecked his whole career. I'm not gonna lie. But we'll get to it. I hope he survives the show.
Yeah, it's a Mets vibe too, Mookie.
Yep.
You're right, but this looks great.
Okay. We talked about dogs before, and Gregory mentioned this. I did have this queued up to talk about. I thought this was really cool. So he picked up this 1937 Will's Cigarette like dog set. It's like a little booklet of pictures of dogs. And I love the detail in here. I love on the bottom here. It says price 1 penny down here in the bottom corner.
I was trying to picture how big this is.
Oh, that's in. Maybe he can tell us in the comments what kind of but yeah, if you open it up here, there's just pictures of each breed. Look at that chubby I'm sure Jake would appreciate.
That pointy tail.
Yeah. But yeah, as we go, it's just kind of a cool little thing. Nice little historical I don't know. We love dogs. We like looking at pictures of them. All right, back to cards.
Great post. Great post, GG. Yeah. I'm just wondering how big it is. Because I've got that little Edgar Allan Poe booklet that's like the size of a mini.
I gotcha. All right, back to cards.
Yeah.
Whoops.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Okay, there we go. All right.
Heritage Action has some great shots.
They do this. The 2018 Heritage set might be their best looking set. I mean, the giant trophies were in full force here.
The trophy, it takes up half the card.
Yeah, I mean, this Aaron Judge, I think it's one of Judge's best images. Like, that's just a fantastic follow through.
Great swing. See a little bit of the number on there. Still see some of the fans.
Yeah, it's curious. There's some empty seats back there, Jeff. That's a shame. But yeah, the Heritage Action, these 2018s look really, really good. The pinstripes here. That's just a great looking Blackburn doggo of the day. Oh, that's right. We meant to start that. Right, too many things, Jeff. Too many balls in the air.
Yeah, that's what they've heard. Jorge's asking about the Bautista. Is this the bat flip card with the crowd in the back? Is that what he's referring to from 2016?
Yeah, that's just I can pull that up. That's just his base card actually in 2016 Topps Chrome, and it's one of actually the probably the highest selling base card maybe in that set. The golds and the golds on eBay go for like several $100. It's a pretty epic card. Really quick, I just want to say Abel in Vegas, like our boy Gregory already completed that set on his Instagram page. So he's just looking for more cards of dogs at this point. All right, hold on. Let me grab it. Let me grab a picture of that Bautista. I like looking at it.
Yeah, 18 Heritage is great. It's also a good rookie class. That doesn't hurt. I mean, the Soto image isn't great, but everything else about 2018 Heritage is solid.
Yeah, I was going to say the Acuna image isn't exactly something to write home about either.
Love the Heritage Actions. I agree, M. Newbert. It's fun to see, although sometimes what they call action aren't exactly action, so it's hard to always tell them apart. Yeah,
I think Ohtani's like Heritage Rookie is technically an action variation from the first series, and he's just kind of standing there holding a ball. But anyway, yeah, this is the Bautista shot, and look at the crowd. That's the crowd background you want to see on a card.
That should have been the Freeman Grand Slam card.
Should have been. Maybe we'll get it in Stadium Club, or maybe I'll just lose my goddamn brain, Jeff. Yeah. I don't know. Either way. Huh. I like that Linda's verse is like that dog thing. It's like books of birds for bird watchers. Exactly. Although dog watching is I don't know if it's easier or harder. Probably fewer breeds, right? Fewer species. Well, not species, breeds.
Yeah,
Anyway,
probably.
let me talk myself into a hole here. But anyway, Cardboard Compulsion. This is a very cool Aaron Judge card. It does seem like this guy in the back with the sweater around his shoulders is pretty disinterested in whatever's happening. Feels like maybe a waste of a good ticket. All right, hold on. Let me get to this. Then we got this. Okay. All right, Jeff, you ready for some fire Instagram posts?
Let's see it.
This one's going to be tough for you to look at, especially. So this comes from Jumbo Johnny out of Kansas City, Missouri.
Great name, Jumbo.
And yeah, we got some Topps Heritage throwbacks here, Jeff.
Oh boy, those are exciting to see. Yes.
And he mentions, I did not know that he suspects, I should say, that they chose the Bobby Witt shot to mimic George Brett in his 82 in action card. Maybe they did.
It looks really similar. Like, is it the Tatis homage to his dad's?
I don't know. It's not the same year. It's not like that George Brett card is from 1973. So no. I don't know. I don't know why they would have chosen the in-action version of an 82 card to match, but it does. They look great together. So I'm going to go ahead and agree with Jumbo Johnny that was done on purpose.
Or yeah, even if it wasn't, I like the call out by Jumbo Johnny here. And that uniform he's wearing in the throwback rookie. Plus you get the rookie and the rookie cup on there, which is interesting.
Yeah, and then speaking of things done on purpose or not done on purpose, up above there we have his second year throwback, which is really cool in a jersey you never see. But of course, they accidentally put the RC shield on there again, which is a shame. That's just going to confuse people. That's going to cost some people some money, Jeff. I almost wish that in action. Oh, I see what you did there. That's wordplay. I almost wish that PSA would call it like an uncorrected error or something on the slab to let prospective buyers know that that's not a rookie up there.
Yeah. And we've seen that with a couple 2019 Ohtanis. They've done that too.
Yeah, I think Lewis Robert in Heritage in 2021 has an RC, and it doesn't matter. It's Lewis Robert, but this one very well might matter down the road.
Yeah, and I would like to get one, but I wouldn't want to pay the premium that some people might pay because they think it's his rookie.
Yeah. I guess it would probably help that it's in a slab at all, so you can at least see the gear for sure. But yeah, I like that card a lot. That's a very cool horizontal sliding shot. They framed it well. We got the gold cup on there. Yeah, just, oh man.
Legs akimbo. Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, so excellent post from Jumbo Johnny. I don't know if you're a huge Witt guy, Jeff, but I feel like that throwback rookie is a pretty awesome looking card.
I like both those throwbacks, to be honest. And I'm a throwback guy. I still, where's my not most recent, but my first one that got me aboard this throwback train is Yelich. I appreciate everybody sending me when they see listings on eBay. There are the same place that I got some of my Ohtani throwbacks. They must have had an entire collection consigned to them. So they've got some cool ones, but they're just so expensive, even for players you wouldn't think would be.
So Jeff, you're my go-to 80s baseball card question person. Is that UL Washington in the background on the George Brett card?
I saw that. Just my initial glance was thinking it was Frank White, because I don't know from this angle, is that at shortstop or is that second base? I was trying to see if there's a base on there.
Oh yeah, you're right. I would guess it's shortstop. I don't think the camera is like left enough for it to be second base, but
yeah, I think, yeah. So yeah, could be. I don't know who was their primary shortstop in 81 when this was taken, but it could certainly be UL Washington.
All right. HB Cards.
Yankee Stadium.
Sorry. You can see in the chat there, HB Cards is asking, was it Brent and Rebecca on eBay? Yeah.
Brent and Becca. Yeah. I bought a bunch of their, not a bunch, but a couple Ohtanis from them. And they were great. They were really easy to work with. I had sent them offers and they had to check with the consignor to make sure that they could make a deal, things like that. So we went back and forth and they're willing to listen to offers, but some of them were just too high for me to even go down that route on.
All right, Jeff. We got two more, and these are big boys. And then
Yes,
before we go, Jeff and I have a couple of teasers here. I'm going to show you guys the Cheerio that I almost bought that would have ended his career. I'm going to show you the most absurd eBay sale that we saw this week. And Jeff and I will give you our top 5 Robert Redford movies. We each made our own list. So I want to hear yours as well when we get there. So give us a few minutes. Maybe think about that while we wait. Okay.
Breaking news. The Braves have been officially eliminated from the playoffs, Chris.
I believe I said this in May.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a shame. Let's just get Acuna to 20 home runs. Let's see if Olsen can get to 30 and 100. And then we can ride Brian Snicker off into the sunset.
Don't self-ban, SFO Sox fan. Chris,
Yeah,
Chris will take care of all the banning for you.
Yeah, don't worry, buddy. Okay. So this post comes from Cage Lawyer, who has a fun YouTube channel. I had the pleasure of meeting this gentleman in person at the National. He's very focused on what he likes, what he believes is going to be valuable in the future. And I got to respect, similarly, how Jeff and I didn't quite jump all in on those Ohtani refractors. He's doing it on a whole separate level, Jeff. He's a big believer in the logo man for baseball cards. So this is Aaron Judge's only Yankee jersey logo man rookie auto. And it comes out at definitive, I think.
That's a mouthful. Our friend Scotty B, I know, had a logo man. Was that the All-Star jersey logo man? Was that what differentiated?
I believe this card was previously Scotty B's card.
Okay. Well, there you go. So this, it's going through the rounds. I totally get it. This is something that I've been talking about with Raptor, with Teapot, ever since we knew they were getting the licenses of those other sports, because it's logo men and patches are huge in NFL and NBA collecting, like wildly higher in price than baseball. So, I mean, it's a logical thesis that'll trickle over once you get basketball and football collectors buying Topps cards. They're going to want the logo man. So it makes sense. It's it's a big bet to be able to place.
Yeah, I mean, even though like the thesis would be that these cards are undervalued for baseball, they are not undervalued in terms of like what the everyman can afford. Like these are still crazy expensive 5-figure cards.
They're grail cards. Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just the theory would be that maybe these will become 6-figure cards. They've got a better chance at it than say, just a Bowman Chrome Gold auto. Mm-hmm. And maybe he's right. We will wait and see. But he did. Yeah. If you check out his page, Cage Lawyer, you can check him out on YouTube as well. Again, he has some good YouTube content up there. Let me get to his page. Here we go. He has also done. You can see a pattern with the stuff that he is investing in, including we got Julio Rodriguez. This is a logo man out of Dynasty. And then I think a laundry tag. Mm-hmm. Shohei Ohtani 1/1, which that's a pretty sweet card. I'm not going to lie. Then he actually tracked down an Aaron Judge Dynasty. This is with the All-Star or maybe even the Home Run Derby patch. I'm not sure which one that is. And then his latest is this Bobby Witt, which is a pretty cool color match, I have to say. There's a lot of light blue on that card. It looks great.
Yeah, that's Scott has talked about that as well, that being the best year of design for Dynasty. And it's even a pretty cool shot. It's not a complete mug shot like we've seen before.
Yeah, a little bit of an action shot there. Yeah, I think the 2019 seemed to be the one, or maybe 2019 and 20, where it's just.
Oh, yeah, like this. My one and only Dynasty.
Yeah. Oof. Jeez. But yeah, anyway, I enjoy his content. He's got some pretty thoughtful YouTube videos up there, and yeah, I congratulate him for having the courage to go all in on his thesis, and I hope it works out for him.
Peeps, not especially into patch card designs generally. Something unmemorable about them. I mean, it's to each his own for sure. Our friend Bill Ephus is big into game use patches now as well, thinking that that's going to be a future market that's going to be very popular. So yeah, he's
almost going about it in a different way. Like he wants the retired, like the older guys, their patch cards. He's not even really. I don't think he's really got into Dynasty hard. It's not even questionable there, but Yeah, you're right. They don't do a ton for me. Give me a great image on a Stadium Club auto, and I am, well, as you know. Jorge's been talking about that Bautista. If anyone has a blue refractor, please hit him up. That's got to be one of the best color match cards out there. I bet that looks awesome. I also bet that a lot of people are hoarding those cards. If you were watching that game, Jeff, that was also the game where I'm not going to get the names right, but the catcher, I want to say it was either Russell Martin was either batting or he was the catcher, and he went to throw the ball back to the pitcher. It was, he was the catcher. He went to throw the ball back to the pitcher, and I think it hit Shin Soo Choo's bat. The batter, and a runner just came in from third.
A live ball.
Yeah, that's technically that's a live ball. And it was really interesting. They were arguing maybe Chu deliberately got his bat in the way. I don't know. Either way, it was pretty exciting. That was followed up with the Bautista just nuking the left center field.
Send them home. Comments about sons being always better than dads. Gregory says Yogi was better than Larry. I know Dale Berra, he had a son who played for the Pirates and was not great. So it's not always the case.
I was curious where that was going. Okay. All right. I got one more Instagram post to show you guys, but I cannot reiterate enough that we should sit down. Everyone just take a breath. I cannot believe this person has 2 of these cards. So here we go. This post comes from user 2717DK. They're from Korea. And I also want to point out maybe the best use of an overused GIF that I've seen on Instagram in a long time.
Let's see it. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So, I mean, this is Ohtani's Bowman Chrome image variation auto, of which there are only 25, and then a super. So I guess we could say 26. These autos look incredible. That is a BGS 10 and a BGS 9.5.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unreal.
And when I saw RT Collections 28 use that Joe Rogan GIF, I thought it was pretty good. That made me smile. Makes me smile now. Just seeing these 2 cards together. My goodness.
Jeez. Oh boy. Wow. I think he could afford to pay for Jelly's hip surgery.
Who knows? Yeah, maybe my Ohtani is going to be heading to Seoul, Korea. I don't know. But I just
Curator says jersey match. We got a 17 out of 25.
Is it? Let me see if
I can't zoom in that close, but
yes, it is. Yeah, the one on the right is a jersey match.
Hard for me to tell on centering because of the angle. The card's definitely angled, and with the lighting, I can't really. Looks pretty good to me.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of these are way off left to right.
Way off. Yeah.
These look pretty good. Yeah, could afford to buy his own island. Yeah, and then he could ship that card to it. I really like this image. And something about that bat bag. It has it just feels, I don't know. It feels like so like, I don't know, amateurish like that. That's not like it almost feels like Serrano, like looking for something to put on his bat to keep his bat warm type feel to it.
I thought you were gonna go and say it's like it kind of gives you a superhero vibes because it's almost like a bow and arrow, like a little.
Okay. So he's a Hawkeye.
Yeah, Hawkeye. Exactly. That's what I was trying to think of. I don't know. I love this one. I've loved it since we've seen it. I've never seen the autograph in person.
No, me neither. No, we had a couple. We each had a copy of the non-auto, but it's funny. Sometimes like we hear phrases like, "Oh, you don't buy at the peak, sell at the peak," but you never know what the peak is going to be. It feels like you're at the peak, and guess what? That card's going to double again. So you just
that's
never
how
know
it's been for Ohtani for the last 18 months.
Yep. Yeah, Jeff and I were talking recently. If you saw that video we did where we had to raise like $15K to buy an Ohtani, so we sold some other Ohtanis. Man, in hindsight, we should have just liquidated all our Freeman, Harper, Machado
everything
cards.
Every other thing we have. Yeah.
And kept the Ohtanis. Yeah. You're lucky, Peter. It does have some golf vibes, but something about the way the auto is over the gray of the pants. So it's really easy to see too. Like it's not on the red of the jersey. The auto really pops off this card.
Blue auto over the pants. You got the glove.
This is an incredible card, but I do wonder 20 years from now, Jeff, will people remember this card? Is it one of those things? I think it's similar to my Stadium Club card. Like it's so rare. you might go a year without ever seeing one, or more, ever seeing one sell publicly.
Maybe, but I think that just like with yours, I think what's going to set it apart is that it is auto. It does have the autograph, so
yeah,
it won't take nearly as much explaining as a non-autoed version would.
That's
I mean,
true.
this is an autographed rookie card, especially numbered out of 25. Yeah, I just. Oof.
Yeah. This was it's two people that really enjoy. Okay, hunting down SSPs. The fact that Bowman Chrome gives us SSPs with autos for rookies is pretty cool. We don't get a full checklist. We get some, but man, they gave us the right one in 2018 for sure. Okay. All right. While you guys are all thinking about your Robert Redford list, speaking of, Joey K, PSA would be better, but at this point, the charge. I mean, we're looking at two cards that are probably at like these. I don't know, Jeff. That might be $100,000 card. Somewhere between 50 and 100.
I gotta think so.
Maybe more. Does it outsell an orange? It doesn't have the hitting image, but this is way rarer. I don't know. The cost to grade these would be astronomical just to get them flipped over.
Oh boy, yeah, I can't even imagine that.
But extra innings in Texas. Shoot me. Okay.
Yeah, kind of with Peeps. I think that gets to six figures.
I think so too.
Maybe if we all, there's 138 of us in here now. We'd all have to come up with $800, $900.
I don't know. If we all chipped in $1,000, I think we lose it. I think someone else bids more. Because there's going to be people out there with tons of money that want one of these, and they know how many chances are they going to get, Jeff?
Yeah.
Jeff Wheels turning. He's like, Now, if only need to go to school. I mean,
if only 3,000 people could use our eBay link and buy a lot of cards from now until Christmas.
As SFO says, if someone wants to. I remember seeing one of these on eBay sell for around like 20, 25K, maybe in 2023, I think is the first. That was when we got the first Ohtani real boom. And I think one came up and like was just snatched off for like 23K. And man, if we go back in time and steal $23,000 from someone else and then use it to buy that card, Jeff, that would be an amazing move.
Well, maybe at that same time, our Devers and Jordans would have been worth more, and we could have made at least 2,000 of that.
Those are, yeah. The baseball gods will not let Yordan Alvarez have his moments, will they? By the way, did you guys see the play where he hurt his ankle? Because I watched it like 6 times. I'm like, I don't understand it. And then finally they had like a field level angle, and he steps on home plate and his foot like slips on it. And when it catches on the dirt, his whole leg just rolls over that ankle. And it is in slow-mo. I saw it in slow-mo and I'm like, he's never going to walk again.
And I said it's because he doesn't have calves.
Yeah. Stronger calves.
What's holding that ankle in place? Not much.
That's a good point. Okay. All right. Real quick, before we talk about Redford, this was, I think, one of the most outrageous eBay sales that I've seen in a long time. I hope the buyer did use our affiliate link, but I don't know who it was. I like this card. I think it's a really cool shot of Ohtani in the dugout. This is PSA calls it an SP, but this is an SSP. These things are tough. In a PSA 10, I don't think this image is that special, Jeff, that a card like this should come close to that Bo Jackson bat break. Oh, that's a good point. Crazy Cryptids with an excellent point here. Probably pre that New Balance deal. Yeah, that's an excellent point. Anyway, to my shot, Jeff.
It does look supernatural. I believe that's the lighting.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's just a reflector. Yes, it does look like he's casting a spell or reading someone's future. Anyone want to take a guess, Jeff? What do you think this card went for? It was bought at a fixed price sale.
$380. Should be under $400.
I feel like it should be I feel like it should be more than that.
Really?
This is a pretty rare Ohtani. But okay, I see some guesses coming in. We got So you're at 400. Battery says 750. It does look like he's holding an orb, though, the more I look at it. Joey K, we got 418. We got 1,000.
3,000 for RM. Wow.
RM says 3K. 555 from J Marble. 1199 from M Newbert. 1,600 from David, whose last name
I'm
I
not
won't
touching
say.
it for anywhere near any of those prices.
I do think this is cool, and I know the pop on it is extremely low. Don't ask me the exact number. But yeah.
What?
This sold for $2,500.
Insanity.
I mean, if you need all the Stadium Club SSPs, we'll check with Cardboard Showcase, by the way, and make sure this wasn't him. I don't know. That just feels like, not actually holding an orb. I don't know. I guess someone just needed this card. They had to have it for their set. But man, if you're holding on to one of these and this comp is out there, now is the time, buddy. Get that out. Get that listed.
How much would our Stadium Club Gold go for, Chris? Or Ohtani?
Which one?
The one we pulled.
Oh, the gold refractor.
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's throw it up there.
All right.
I mean, no, actually, let's not. I like it.
Yeah, but man, this is ridiculous.
Know, right? Some of these prices start to get a little bit crazy. I don't know. If you bought this card, congrats. It's a cool image, and you'll be one of like 5 people to have this in a PSA 10. But I don't know. I'm not sure where that $2,500 could have gone. Might be better. But
yeah.
Hopefully, at this point, if the person who bought this doesn't have all the other Stadium Club SPs, now they have to have them.
Now they got to just complete the whole set. You're right. And make sure you use our affiliate link when you buy the rest of them too. Man.
I like where your head's at. Okay. All right. Okay. Let me pull this up real quick. The Jackson Chourio card that I think I was tempted to end Jackson Chourio's career. Let me just grab it.
Yeah.
Wait, that's not right. I tried to talk Jeff into buying this. I have to let you guys know. And that didn't work out. I really thought about it. Shoot. Give me a sec. The suspense must be, I can feel it building, Jeff.
Yeah, Chris tried to talk me into this one. It just, I did throw the guy an offer on it. Did not get accepted. It's a little too expensive for me.
I mean, if we're talking about Jackson Chourio's very best cards, I mean, I think this is on that list. I don't know where it is. He's got the Bowman Chrome Superfractor auto, probably the 5 Bowman Chrome red autos. Maybe his Topps Chrome Superfractor auto. Is it this or is it a Bowman Chrome gold auto? Like where probably the auto still wins out, right?
I would think the auto still wins out. This picture's not great. He has so many one-of-ones. This is the Chrome, but yeah, I don't know.
It's tricky. He has a lot of cards.
He has so many cards, and I was telling Chris too that it's a lot of pressure to have a player you really like, have a big card of a player you like. I'm already invested in the Brewers' success, and that would just make me too nervous, probably. Love Chourio.
Yep.
I just want to say he's got a lot of really cool cards, and I love the cards of his that I have that are a little bit more reasonable or achievable.
Here's one thing against this card. Because it could potentially confuse people. He also, for God knows what reason, has a base card in Topps Chrome Update. And the image is, unfortunately, I guess he's more upright. So we actually will have 2 base Superfractors in 2024 Topps Chrome. Which, of course, to go along with, he has an image variation in Topps Chrome and Topps Chrome Update. And he has a SSP in Topps Chrome. So, I mean, that's a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah, SFO, that's exactly right. And by the way, I should have said the Bowman Chrome Superfractor auto and then the rookie debut patch auto. Right? Those are his 2 best cards.
Of course, yeah, the debut patch. I kind of hear with Thick Boy too. I love the Golden Mirror. Hard to grade. Both like that. Yeah, I kind of I've got his rainbow foil Stadium Club auto out of 10. It's not going to grade well, but it was like 5% of what this cost.
Yeah, I want to ask you guys did anyone see if you did not see what this was listed at. I'm curious what you guys would expect it to go for.
This is my Yelich jersey, but yeah, it looks like it's the same alternate Brewer road jersey.
It sounds like Abel in Vegas and Topps Holiday Collector have some cards in common, I think. J Marble, yeah, I will try to pick. I do actually. J Marble asks if I could have some Phillies on my fantasy team. I've had Christopher Sanchez for 2 years now on 2 teams, and doesn't seem to be having much of an effect on him. I think it's the cards is what really has to do it, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing. Once you put money in, like Zach Wheeler, perhaps we could take the blame for that, buying one of his autos.
And he fought it hard, Jeff. He went down like a champ. For 5 months of the season, he battled his heart out, and then finally
he was like in the Cy Young chase right up until the end.
Yep. All right, Texas Rangers.
So we've got 1,500 and 9K. That's a pretty big gap between our two guesses. Goon Collector, thank you for joining us and for subbing. Really appreciate it. If you haven't hit that like or subscribe, please do so. It'll help us reach more people.
All right, well, let's end the suspense because I want to talk about Robert Redford movies, and I can't. Yeah. Oh God, it's already 8:00. So this sold it was up for $6K, and I believe someone just hit according to 130 points, someone just hit the buy it now.
Yeah, a lot of good guesses right around there. Yeah, it seems like it was originally crossed out, which oftentimes means it's a little less. But yeah, according to 130 point, they got full sticker for it. I don't hate it. At that price point, I mean, it's just so stupid. It's $6,000. It's a lot of money on a baseball card. But if you believe in this kid and you don't want to be emotionally compromised, I think this is a great place to park $6,000. Because I'm pretty sure that's less than his gold Bowman Chromes. I don't know. I don't know what the Blues go for, but that's definitely less than his golds go for, right, Jeff? It should be. Yeah, I don't know. I haven't looked at those. What's interested me most are like his red ink rookie autos. Someday I'd like to get one of those. The gold mirror SSP, his rainbow foil Stadium Club autos. I get it. I definitely get it. And maybe if I wasn't so personally invested in the Brewers, maybe I would do it. But
Shelly, you're referring to the patch, right? The patch auto. Hopefully.
Yes, it's got to be the patch.
Yeah, Joey K, it sure can, but that's. I definitely would take the card over cases all day long.
Yeah, unless we're talking 2018, which I do like 2018.
Yeah. Oh, Texas Rain, yeah.
I mean, this is true. Chris and I have seen a couple nice Hank Aaron auto rookies.
Yeah. I don't think you can get an auto for $6K, but
probably
if only Hank Aaron had superfractor rookies, sadly. All right. It's 8:00.
Yeah.
We got to wind down. So Jeff and I are big movie fans, as you know. But yeah, so we were very sad to see Robert Redford pass away.
Yeah, he did a lot, both for Hollywood, of course, but he also did a lot for independent cinema. Oh yeah, Sundance Film Festival. He was very proactive in community endeavors, expanding the reach of film. So yeah, we have a lot to be thankful for. He was a true movie star at kind of peak Hollywood, early 70s. And I mean, really his whole career, but he had some great movies at that time. So I wanted to talk about our top 5. It's got a lot to choose from.
Yeah. All right. I feel like mine are going to piss people off more than yours. So I'll give you my number 5, and then you just you give us and we'll go from there. So on my list, my 5th favorite Robert Redford movie is Sneakers. And I did not change it just because SFO Sox fan mentioned it. I really enjoy that movie. It's got a great cast. It's probably one of the better Dan Aykroyd performances you're going to see, where you don't want to strangle that man. David Strathairn playing the blind guy. River Phoenix is in there. James Earl Jones, of course. Ben Kingsley. Great movie.
Yeah, I got to watch it again. My friend, the night he passed away, I got a text from my friend that said he threw on sneakers, and I have not seen it in a long time. That's one I've got to revisit because I remember really liking it when I saw it.
I was talking to Signed and Slabbed about some Redford movies on Instagram the other day, and I was reminded, like, I thought of sneakers right away because I can still picture the video cassette, like, on the wall of my local rental place. They had like four copies of it you could choose from. I can picture it easily.
A lot to be said for that. All right, do you want to get me to give you my number 5, or you're
Yeah,
working your way down?
We'll work our way down.
All right. My number 5 is one of his more recent movies, and that is All Is Lost. I believe it was a 2013, 2014, something like that. But I'm a huge fan of single actor movies. Like Tom Hanks in Castaway, I thought was a great movie. And it's a similar vibe. For those of you who haven't seen it, Robert Redford plays an aging mariner. He's out on the sea and his ship goes down, and there's just a confluence of events that happens, and you don't know if he's going to make it. And it's really just him for 90 minutes or whatever the runtime is. And I just really appreciate that, especially as a late career. It wasn't like when Tom Hanks was pretty young when he did Castaway. This was a pretty rigorous physical role too. It was great.
Yeah, it's a very cool movie. And Jeff is such an actor. He's like, I prefer movies where it would just be my face on screen for all 90 minutes. I'm not sharing.
If I looked like Robert Redford, yeah, I would probably just want to do that.
That movie is great, though. Yeah, there's some really cool scenes. And I believe there is one word of dialogue in that movie. And I think it's a shouted profanity, if I'm not mistaken. But it's very intense. It's one man trying to stay alive.
Yes, it's very intense. So check it out if you haven't.
All right.
If you haven't.
All right, at number 4, I saw this one mentioned in the comments. I didn't click on it yet. Is 3 Days of the Condor, which is a very cool kind of spy movie. I believe it's rated R too, which is kind of unusual for like this was I want to say it was the 70s.
Ratings are crazy. Yeah, we can get to that later too. But yeah.
But yeah, that movie is great. If you haven't seen it, it's a really good spy movie. Highly recommended.
Yeah, he shows up to work and everybody's dead pretty much.
Yes.
And he has to figure out why that is. Do people think he did it? It's great. That's actually my number 2, Chris. So I'll tell you that's on my list.
That's all right. I know we're going to have some doubling up for sure.
Yeah, great movie. So yeah, if you're into some thriller type films, it's really good.
Abel, come on now. Poor Wilson. I remember when I first saw Castaway, and I'm like, oh, it's sad that he lost the ball. But then you almost want to see what would it have been like if he had the ball with him when he was rescued, and he just like kept it with him the whole time. Everyone would assume, that he was American pieing that volleyball, Jeff. Let's be real.
I didn't know you were going to go there. I thought you were going to talk about how much you felt it when Hanks saw Wilson float away.
We joke about it now, but in the theater, people were crying their eyes out.
His whole life. Yeah, his whole life. Thick boy. Come on. Yes, he was young. He was young in Castaway. I mean, if you haven't seen All Is Lost, Robert Redford is in his 70s. So compared to that, yes, it's very Hanks is very young.
Yep. All right, Jeff, you're up. Number 4.
All right, this almost made my list because I thought it's pretty good as far as spy thrillers go. Do you like Spy Game, Chris? It didn't make my list, but
it was good, but I wanted it to be better.
I mean, it was kind of predictable, but it was fun to see those 2 actors. Everybody's talking about this. I've got to see that. I don't think I've ever seen that episode that he's in. But I've heard a lot of people talk about that this week, so I got to check it out. So number 4 for me is Butch and Sundance.
Okay.
Which may be on your list as well. His teaming up with Paul Newman is they almost are inseparable when you look at their movieography, discographies. I think that in that movie, correct me if I'm wrong, Chris, but he's like 10 years younger. Robert Redford's like 10 years younger than Paul Newman's character. It's just a great use of it's kind of like the buddy cop movies that we've seen. That's what it reminds me of. And of course, they're buddy criminals, but it's the vibe that they have between them is great.
Yeah, they obviously, the two of them together are pretty fantastic. I actually did not put that in my top 5. I like it, but the other movie they're in together I think is better, so I kept that one in my top 5. And honestly, the whole raindrops scene is just so weird. like it just almost like pulls you out of the movie for 5 minutes. You're like, what the hell? And then you're back into the movie. But that's a William Goldman. I think that's a William Goldman screenplay, Jeff.
I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah. He's got a great book on screenwriting, which I highly recommend. He's got some really good stories about just getting his stuff made and how interesting it is. Princess Bride, by the way, also him. All right. Number three. For number 3, I have All the President's Men, which is Redford and Dustin Hoffman. About the whole Watergate scandal. It shouldn't be as compelling as it is, because I feel like by the time I saw it, I knew I'd already read about the whole situation, but God damn it, it is really compelling the entire time.
It's so good, and now we're used to seeing a lot of biopics and a lot of films that are made about current events, but I don't know, just it seemed to break ground in that arena because it was so close to the time that all of that stuff happened. So yes, huge. That's my number 3 as well.
Oh, wow, look at that. All right, at number 2, I have not seen this one in the comments, and I know I'm going to get a little bit of flack for saying this is one of his best movies, but I loved him in this movie. It's the kind of part we really didn't get to see him play very often in his career. I'm sure a couple times and I just missed him, but it's also very modern, and it's a great spy movie. And it's actually the movie that I used to introduce my dad to the whole cinematic universe, and he loved it, and he still couldn't believe how the movie ended. But I'm saying my number 2 Robert Redford movie is Captain America, The Winter Soldier. So feel free to come at me. I know he's not the main star in it. He's one of the supporting actors. I can't give him credit for Endgame. I know he shows up in it, but that one doesn't really count. This movie is great. He is great in it. And how often do we get to see? Well, Jeff, I don't know if you care or not. It's too late to worry about spoilers. But how often do we get to see Robert Redford shot to death on screen in a movie?
Oh,
it's
now I may
great.
not watch it.
I know. There you
go. Wow. Well, yeah, I don't know. I've not seen that performance. I'm sure he's great. So the only one I believe we haven't mentioned that is on my list is my number 1, and that's The Sting.
It's my number 1 as well.
I didn't remember seeing that on your list.
Yeah, it's on there. Just short.
Which is PG, by the way. And as I was thinking about that, I was like, I wonder if I could show my kids that movie.
I think so. It takes a lot of focus, though.
Yeah, but it's exciting. There's good music. Everything about the relationship that they have.
Yeah. No, that whole thing is great. The whole movie is great. And that's a movie that you get your parents love it, you love it, and when your kids get older, they're going to love it. It's probably one of the most universally liked movies. It's like the Shawshank of the 1970s. Or wait, was it late 60s or 70s?
73, I want to say. Gregory saw it at the drive-in.
Oh. Yeah, it's such a good movie, Jeff.
Yeah, it's 73, but it's set in what, 1925?
That I couldn't tell you.
I can't remember when it's set. It's set a long time before that because they play the entertainer, jazz singer.
That's right.
So SFO Sox fan, anyone that hasn't seen The Sting, needs to watch it. It's so fantastic. You're getting a lot of favorable response to The Winter Soldier.
Well, good. Yeah, it's great. And that movie is way different than pretty much everything else that's in the Marvel universe.
1925. Very good. 1925 Chicago. Yeah. So it's a period piece.
There is,
Set
I want to say, I'm sorry, Jeff. John is asking, I don't know. There are these Marvel sets that have come out, and he's wondering if Robert Redford has an auto anywhere in those. We could ask Mama's Breaks would know, or we could, I don't know how many sets, how many checklists. I'll just ask her, because that's a great point. That would be a very cool card to have.
Yeah, check on eBay. I bet they're probably a little more expensive now.
Jeff, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't Jason Robards have that run where he was nominated for Best Supporting Actor like 4 years in a row or something?
It was a lot. Was it 4?
It was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of that early 70s was peak cinema.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember what year Butch and Sundance came out. It was right around there, maybe 69.
Yeah, that was definitely at first.
Yeah.
Mark, I'm glad you were joking in the comments. For a split second, I thought I spoiled. Like I wrecked the movie for him, but okay, he's kidding.
This is funny because I did want to mention Indecent Proposal, because it is such a like a, I don't know, a cultural touchstone. The whole concept of it, when it came out, is like $1 million for one night with your wife. And I don't know how many times you've heard it parodied. And it just, I'm glad Gundy brought it up, because it's a fun movie too.
Yeah.
That movie. Yes. And it's just a really good premise. It shows what a really good premise can do. Good premise, actors. And
at the time, Jeff, one of the biggest opening weekends ever. Like everyone was talking about that movie.
Yeah.
And they parodied it really well in Kingpin. Just want to throw that out there. The Farrelly Brothers movie.
They also parodied it very well on Saturday Night Live, where they called it Ignorant Proposal. And I believe it was I can't remember. It was political, but it was very funny.
Sure. All right. I see some other mentions in the comments here before we go. Joey K saying Ordinary People, which was directed by Redford.
Like a River Runs Through It as well.
Yep.
He did some great directing.
Oh yeah. That movie is interesting. People hate that movie because I think he won an Oscar for that, and Scorsese didn't that year.
Yeah, that was Raging Bull's year.
Raging Bull, that's right. Yeah. But anyway.
There was something. Oh, Jeremiah Johnson also. Which is very popular in memes, and everybody thinks it's Zach Galifianakis, where he's nodding as Jeremiah Johnson. So
we have to mention real quick. Jeff and I did not put The Natural in our top 5. I don't love it. It's got some great scenes and obviously an incredible soundtrack. But I couldn't get it into my top 5.
Yeah, I did appreciate how you had the song playing on your IG top 5.
Yeah, everyone knows that. Yeah. By the way, did you know who composed that? Because I didn't until I put it up. So I didn't know until like 3 days ago.
No.
Randy Newman.
Really? Did he do the whole soundtrack?
I don't know. That song came up on Instagram. It took me a while to find it. And yeah, it said composed Randy Newman.
Oh my gosh. No.
I watched my wife go, decide she hated it in real time. She was like, oh, that's really great. And I was like, Randy Newman did it. She's like, it's terrible. I didn't know.
Yeah.
But I mean, the music is awesome. There are some great scenes. Yeah. Thick Boy pointing out that the light's getting blown out on an index card. No. All right, John, keep us updated. Yeah. But anyway.
It's fun. It's a fun movie.
Yeah, it is. It's that guy, the oatmeal guy as the manager is pretty brutal. Well, I imagine. Brimley? Yes, Wilford Brimley. I imagine he was probably like 41 years old.
Yeah. He was like half my age out there managing it. Oh boy. All right. Well, we're going a little long. Thanks everybody for joining our Friday Night Live. This is interesting. John says his neighbor growing up was an extra in The Natural, a pitcher, $20 a day. He was in college at the time. Can't beat it.
I hope he didn't blow out his elbow.
Right. For $20.
Yeah.
Was he a college pitcher? I don't know. Yes. But so go watch some Robert Redford movies this weekend. Let us know in the comments, if you're not watching this live, what your favorite Robert Redford movies are and how far off we were in our top 5. And anything else you want to say, Chris?
The usual, hug your pets, call your parents, have a great weekend. We have some concrete hardening in our backyard this weekend. So that's what we got going on here.
You're going to put a dog print in any of that?
It's for foundational, so there won't be any. The guy was like, "Do you want to bring the dog out?" And I'm like, "Yeah, let me explain to her. We're just going to use her paw, and she can't just dive headfirst in there, shaving concrete out of her hair all weekend." Yeah. Battery, thank you. I will keep you guys updated. Abel in Vegas, that is hilarious. No, no. Yeah, thank you guys for your kind thoughts on Jelly. Hopefully she'll be okay. I mean, most likely we're going to have to do something. But we'll play by ear.
Yeah. The things we do for our pets.
Right? Gregory. That is, hey, there we go. I was waiting for someone to take the bait.
And he did. All right. Well, thanks everybody for joining us. Chris and I do have a couple video ideas in the hopper. So please, if you haven't subscribed yet, please do and hit that notification bell and you'll be notified when we post anything new or when we go live, which could be anytime. So,
yep.
All right. Thanks everybody for joining us, and we will see you. Let's play some music to play us out.
Yeah, let's play us off.
We'll see you next week sometime.
Hopefully Thursday night. We can watch that auction go. You can watch me sweat in real time.
Yes, you better have the sweat towel ready for Thursday night auction. All right, bye guys. Thanks everybody.